It's getting Spooky Johnson out here. Woo! Yeah, it's getting spooky. Ooh, hey. Better late than never. We gonna let this run CS2 back. You know what I'm saying? On behalf of CS2 back. Better late than never. Ever, ever, ever. He say, Fats, that's my little homeboy. We ain't never, ever, ever had a problem. Never, ever. Yeah, Fats, let me tell you about my homeboy, Fats. See, Fats, that's my little homeboy. We ain't never, ever, ever. Man, free Big U. You there? Man, sound like he might be headed your way, Big U. I don't know, man. Salute to Aaron the plumber, though. Today is Throwback Thursday, but man, the content really content today. Content. There you go, CS2 back, and then we on. Hey. CS2 back, Hey Hocus, you might not have nothing to worry about. He might be preoccupied with something else going on. I'm just saying, my guy. Good afternoon. What up, D Twins, my guy? Did you finish watching that? You know, normally I let the video rock out, but I got shit to do, so let me go ahead and go live today. It should be Throwback Thursday, and it really was, but then the goddamn Danza project, goddamn it, salute to them. Shit. Man, this dropped, and I said, oh man, we gotta run this CS2 back, cause I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Charleston White tore his ass up, manhandled him. Wack don't want that smoke. See, Wack is a fraud, and you can look right through him if you ignore all the glitz and the glamour that he portrays to be. You can read right through him, and he's a fraud. He's a fake. He's a con artist. He's a con man. And Charleston White, he's a trick of all trades, you know. But one thing he don't do is walk around here just perpetrating that somebody that he not. He's always been honest about who the fuck he is. Oh, I'm cussing too early. See, that's the problem with CS2 back. He has to put on a fake persona every single day. He can't be comfortable in his own skin. You notice he didn't challenge Charleston White when Charleston White told him to his face, you a fed. You the feds. That's what makes you so powerful. You ain't hear Wack challenge him like he's trying to challenge Hocus for a fifth, though. What was the difference between what Charleston White said and did versus what you said and did? And it was done on a huge platform like that. See, that's what Wacks is afraid of. See, that's what y'all got to understand. That's why he goes at people like Hocus for a Fifth. People like me, Deuce Sims, we can say he a snitch, he a rat, and say it all day long, 24/7. Would he recommend it? No. No. But does it affect him, though? No. No. Because it's controlled. It's in a controlled settings. Same thing like that other guy. But it's all good. It's all good because it's really getting out there. And when Charleston White did what he did, I should have knew then, right? I should have knew then. What up, Sherm? I should have knew. I was talking to my guy Florida Boy this morning. Salute to my guy Florida Boy. What up, my guy? He really my day one A1. I'm gonna have to send you. Matter of fact, let me send this nigga the link right now. Tell him, man, we on here cooking. Salute to my guy, Florida Boy, man. So me and Florida Boy, we talked this morning, and I told him, I said, damn, bro, why didn't I see the red flags about this interview before? And I had to really think about it, and I said, damn, you know what? Because I've been preoccupied with personal shit. Like I haven't been paying attention to what's going on online. Let me tell my nigga I'm live. I haven't been paying attention to what's been going on social media like that. Like I have looked from a distance, but nothing that made me want to jump out of my uncomfort zone and do what I'm doing now. So I didn't really pay it no mind. Because if I did, then I would have caught all the signs. I would have caught it all yesterday. Some of y'all who been paying attention and been following Wack and seeing how Wack moves and what he does, y'all know exactly. Smoked Out TV in the building. He know exactly what I'm about to talk about and what I'm about to say. Those that been around paying attention, you know exactly what I'm about to say or where I'm going from, because y'all witnessed it yourself. And these are the telltale signs that we missed it. So if the interview went Wack's way, where he packed Charleston White out and did him all dirty, they would have had a marathon on Clubhouse all day yesterday. All they PTRs would have been Wack 100 roasted Charleston White, right? And Wack would have been super loud about this interview. And in every room they would have been reviewing a piece of it. I was in a room yesterday where him and some of his minions was in, and they asked him about that interview. And I should have known then, but I was dealing with my own shit. But it resonated with me after I watched it. They was like, man, so what happened? You know, what's up with that interview? Blah. Wack say, paraphrasing, because I don't remember this full words, quote unquote, no more. But he said in a roundabout way that he blamed it on the co-host. He said the co-host who messed up the interview, because when he came like an hour and some change late. And he said all the spicy shit that him and Charleston White was talking about had already happened. So when the guy got there, it was a pretty chill, pretty mellow interview. I didn't pick up on what the fuck that meant. And I know better. When you know better, you're supposed to do better. I knew better. That meant he got his ass whooped in that interview. That meant I'm going to try to discourage as many people as possible from watching that interview because it didn't go my way. Oh my God. Woo-wee. Charleston White tore that ass up. I'm guessing y'all, everybody that's on the line right now, watch this interview. I do want to get to Aaron the plumber too. We're not gonna watch the whole entire interview. I just want to pick up on a few key points though of this interview that caught me by surprise, that blew me away. Hands down, Charleston White was ready for him. Easy. It was easy work for him. Easy work for him. Wack looked like that was the first time Wack looked like he was out of his element. He tried to reel it in with the over talking, the dancing around, the over explaining. You know how he do. And they just let that fool run his mouth. And that's what you're supposed to do. Nah, man, you don't go back and forth with a fool, because from a distance, people can't tell you already got it. So let that fool run his mouth. And that's exactly what they did. And the Danza project, brother, he got issues with the dude because Wack said some disparaging things about him, right? And him vice versa. But Wack tried to come in the door with a throwing him under the bus snitch joke tactic. Disgusting. Somebody gonna punch him in his fucking mouth one day. Playing in their face like that. Dry snitching. Yeah, man. ODM called a great play on Wack. And the phone numbers. Yeah, man. He was real disrespectful about. They all keep Nipsey meat in their mouth. Oh, giving life, you missed it. I can agree with you 100%. That's what they both are, but sometimes you have to look beyond that, right? You got to look beyond that. There was nuggets in this interview, bro. You get to see whose character is first to break, or would they be in sync? And when they break, what's gonna happen when they up against that pressure? And Wack folded like a lawn chair. One thing I can't give credit to is Rich Strapper, because Rich Strapper picked up on something I picked up on right out the gate too. Wack, everybody has a tale. If you play poker, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody has a tale, and Wack has this nervous tick, this nervous reaction. I'm not one of those people. Somebody told me that this morning, and that shit was really crazy, because I'm sitting there like, you can psychologically, study somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's your whole that's your thing. Like I'm not trying to knock a pork chop out your mouth. Don't knock one out of mine, in a sense. But it's like, man, if we just cool and having a cool casual conversation, like, why are you analyzing the nigga? Like that to me is crazy. But that's what happened in this. But I understand why Rich Trapper did it, because I seen it too. Wack when he asked him about the snitch allegations, that nigga leg was moving fast. His energy was different. It's like all the telltale signs. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be asked those type of questions. He didn't know how he was going to react. And because I think in the back of his head, he knows that they know exactly. He knows Charleston knows who he is. Right? He knows that. It's just about, are they going to be able to pull it up out of me? And I think they did a good job in this interview. Man, I enjoyed it, bro. I enjoyed it because Giving Light said he couldn't watch it. I understand. Yeah, I understand. But no, it wasn't unenjoyable for me. not by a little bit. Charleston White is who Charleston White is. But one thing you can, I don't agree with 95% of the shit he says or does. But I've always been a man who said I can still respect the things that I do like that you do. At the same time, right? He ain't somebody that's just tucked away. He moves around. You can see him out there in the world. He ain't ducking like Wack ducking. He may duck in certain instincts, but for the most part, he's out there in the world. He had too many altercations for people to think that he's not. You can reach out and touch him if you please. See us too bad. You ain't doing none of that. You ain't catching up with him, bro. All right, bro. Blue Food is dead, man. All right, catch you on the other end. Lou from the Lou, what up? That nervous twitch. That's what I'm talking about. But I'm talking too much. We got plenty of content to get to. And by the way, if you haven't seen already, don't know how true it is, I catch it and I throw it to y'all. But Aaron the plumber allegedly put out a video today. Said that there's a warrant out for Wack 100, aka Cash Jones arrest. He said he had to do it. They forced his hand. It's an organization, and they coming for it. Attempted murder charge, all type of stuff. I don't want to spoil it. If you want to, go watch it real quick. I did post it on my page. I'm going to play it a little later. Maybe we get to it. But yeah, man, Aaron the plumber ain't capped about nothing yet. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's funny to me because the irony of he could be sitting right there at the same place with the same man that he orchestrated a whole fucking indictment to put away. He could be sitting right next to that nigga real soon. That's crazy and hilarious. But let's get to the content. We got content.
The machine known as the Danza Project.
Tell me if y'all can hear everything, please.
If you rock with us,
we do rock with you.
Subscribe button.
I absolutely do rock with you. The fuck is this right here? I want to make sure I'm subscribed to his channel. I know on my other one I am. They won't let me, Can y'all see if I'm subscribed to this nigga channel? Because it won't let me do that. Salute to the Danza Project, man.
One of the ones that I'm very questionable about is this Nipsey Hussle video.
What about
I don't buy it.
Oh, I got a little thing I do. I just tell you put some money up.
How much money you want me to put up?
Whatever you want to put up. How many you want to see is like about 15 different text messages, probably like 10, 12 videos. How many of them you want to see?
I mean, I got 5 on it.
5 what?
5 bands.
Per video?
I went to trial.
You didn't go to trial.
I went to trial.
I
went to trial. He went to trial. I went to trial.
No, you didn't go to trial.
I went to trial in 92. He went to trial in 93.
No, you already took no deal.
I didn't take a deal. I went to trial.
How you gonna tell that man what he did on his case? Niggas, you crazy? Bruh.
I went to juvenile trial.
And you know what asking that question right there about the see, I know that really pissed a lot of people off because it did me because I wasn't thinking at the time. I'm in it with my personal feelings. So the first thing off the bat, I'm like, God damn, bro, why they bringing up this? Why? Like let Nip rest. But then I thought about it. I said, God damn it, Danza. I don't know that nigga name. I'm just going to call him Danza, right? That's his name, right? But I'm looking like, you know what, Danza? Damn, you brilliant. Damn, you brilliant. See, because that right there shows you, not only do he got access to these tapes, he has used these tapes to extort, to try to profit off of, to intimidate. It shows all of that. And I do think that's why they brought that up. Charleston White is no dummy by no stretch of the imagination. And Danza isn't either. You don't think that these niggas strategize? Questions and what to ask him and how to ask him to get his ass caught up and get his ass up out of here? You crazy if you don't think that.
Big U, I've been knowing Big U since 2004, right? I didn't know this in the 90s.
Oh, y'all ain't heard that? Y'all ain't heard that?
His homie sending me that.
Hold up.
I don't know where to get it from. I don't know it exists.
Hold up. I mean, you know what? I got y'all. We come back to this. We're going to come back to this. Because I know a lot of y'all like, man, come on, man. We seen that, man. What's up with you, man? We want to hear that Aaron the Plumber content first. You know what I'm saying, man? Let's get to that, man. Let's get to that. Yeah, let's get to that. All right, I got y'all. We get to that, then we double back. How about that? We good with that? Tell me in the chat if y'all good with that. Y'all good with that? I'm good with that. I don't give a damn. Same with just my channel. You know that. Talk to me, I'll talk back. Y'all want Aaron the Plumber? Y'all get Aaron the Plumber. He on one of them channels, man, that I really support and like, man. Dude is a beast, man. I'm telling you, he's a beast, man. But he put too many ads in his damn video. But we gonna rock with it though. Lean with it. Oh shit. Look at them graphics, nigga. Oh, he got the lion buffed him up. I have no idea what that part is about, but I love it though. Oh shit, the Discord. He got a Discord. Y'all better go watch. Y'all better go check that Discord out. That Discord popping. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, man, you know his copyright disclaimers and shit is on point. I fuck with this nigga. Oh, hey, hey, hey. His graphics is out of here. Third person shit. Let's go. Aaron the plumber was cooking on this one, man. Tell me in the chat, man, if y'all think this shit, if he capping, or he made it happen. If he capping or making it happen, I need y'all to let me know out there. Gizzy. I don't think he capping though. I'ma mute up.
Aaron the plumber, man. Yeah, I'm saying in a real way. Hey, a lot of people ain't gonna feel what I got to say right now. Yeah, I'm saying, but I don't give a damn, bro. Y'all gonna hear it straight from the horse's mouth first, you know what I'm saying? So I know some people probably stop rocking with me. Some people stop calling me because of this. Man, but it is what it is, Brodusky. I gotta do what's best, you know what I'm saying, for me moving forward. I gotta do what's best for moms. And it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, nigga finna pop out and let me address the situation. Nah, people been looking for this buster forever, trying to get with this program. You never gonna see him. But I know who is finna see him. Yeah, man, that judge, man. Yeah, so, I'm gonna tell y'all, Brodusky, the detectives just text me, and Wack 100 has a warrant for his arrest for terroristic threats, and they finna pursue conspiracy to commit murder charges on Brodusky too. So this ain't no surprise. Y'all gonna hear from me first, man. You feel me? They finna be on here. Aaron's a snitch. He's a rat. He's a rat. Man, I guess so, Brodusky. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you feel me? This was a tough decision for me to make. You feel me? It's definitely, and then how Wack, you really influenced my decision too, man. You know what I'm saying? How bro was trying to, he was going to Northern Cali, you know what I'm saying, trying to turn people against me with some fake paperwork. I swear to God, bro, the bro that popped me, I never told on him, never made no statement, but I did tell on Wack, on mamas, I told on him. You feel me? And I don't care, bro. Like, I'm not in the streets no more, bro. I don't do nothing illegal, bro. I'm a licensed journeyman plumber. You feel me? I'm in a different lane, bro, doing this reality TV. I'm not pimping no more, bro. I'm not doing nothing, like, for real, bro. That's all in the past. When y'all hear me rapping about the gangster stuff and the clutching tools and all that, bro, that was in the past. That was before Aaron and Plumber. You feel me? I was a totally different dude. Now, a lot of that stuff is still in me. You know what I'm saying? I get jiggy at any given moment. Get right on your program. Whatever type of time you on, I get on that type of time. But it's only to defend myself, bro. I'm not the, on Erica Minna show, I was the aggressor for sure. But it was entertainment. It was a competition. You feel me? But out in society, you're not going to see Aaron the Plumber being no aggressor. You feel me? I don't even be having people around me. I don't even be getting into conflict with people in person. You know what I'm saying? When I pop out, bro, people love me. People respect me. You feel me? I don't have them type of problems. It's always busters on the internet that want to start up with me. You feel me? And they don't want to squabble. They don't want to be men and settle our disputes. Wack is a coward. The dude is so much of a coward. You feel me? We could have solved this without getting the police involved. Bro ain't even want to pop out for a fade. Nigga's such a coward. Nigga's on some, nigga, I will risk fighting felony charges before I go fight ahead of a fade. Boy, that's a coward. Boy, you a coward, the worst kind. On mamas, because you really owe me that fade on mamas. Bruh, I know hella gang members, bruh. When is it okay with somebody threatening somebody, mom and children? Bruh, if you would have threatened me, you know what I'm saying? It would have been, it is what it is. You feel me? When we cross paths, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But Moms? Oh, bro, you didn't take it to another level. On me. Even when I was active, I ain't never threatened nobody, mom or no children. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody's okay with women and children getting hurt or women and children threatening to be hurt, bro, you need to be in jail too. Oh God, I need to tell on you too. For real, because you a cancer to the community. On me, you a cancer to the community. If you're a real gangster, a real Pyru, right? Pyrus don't duck no fades. Pyrus don't threaten no women and children.
Peace and blessings to Twist by Meeks. Peace and blessings to everybody that pulled up in the chat when this video was going. Salute to everyone, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. I don't know if this is all true. I believe Podesky. I'm rocking with Podesky. You know what I'm saying? I believe him, but I don't know. But just in case it is true, I'm gonna need somebody to write a birthday. He sung on my birthday song, and his gift was sending Big U to the feds. I need someone to do that for me, so we can sing it when we if this can be confirmed, we can sing it to Wack 100, because this will be his gift for his birthday when it comes. We can do it early too.
Nigga ain't no roaster. Nigga's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying? Nigga's a bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
He got a shit every time he says. That's crazy.
I ain't even going to boxing practice today because of this, bro. Because
he might whoop your ass,
shit
man.
Gonna be on my mind heavy. You feel me? Like,
why is that not moving?
Don't just use the internet, unleash it.
That's
with
weird.
ultra fast speeds.
Bruh.
And with price for.
You might not realize that you could qualify for disability benefits. The program...
I can't go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? I can't go back to jail and have a good name. You know what I'm saying? All the gangster stuff I did is gone. It's eviscerated off my record.
Salute, Jonas.
The most gangster thing I ever did was changing my life, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the most gangster thing. Leaving the streets alone. You feel me? A lot of these dudes can't leave the streets alone. Bro, look at EBK J-Bo. You feel me? He a gangster. Bro can't leave the streets alone. Bro supposed to be on a tour with NBA Youngboy right now. Bro crashed out and caught another gun charge. You feel me? Bro, I don't want that for myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be dodging bullets. I don't want to be twisting up my fingers.
Supreme, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
And when I was hanging out with Lab, bro, it was like, that made me realize, you feel me? Like,
I'm with you, bro.
I'm straddling the fence, low key, like.
Low key,
really,
though.
Bro, I'm a law-abiding citizen, bro. Like,
factoid.
I don't do nothing. You feel me? I make moves to protect myself. But other than that, bro, I don't do nothing.
Podesky.
And
Podesky.
just having that energy around me, bro.
I love it.
God got me for sure. It ain't no.
Facts.
I'm going up. I'm going crazy. Like
Facts.
the bag, everything I need. Like God for surely got His hand on me, bro. And man, I don't want to block my blessings. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't want to feel God's wrath in a real way, because I'm living lukewarm. I'm straddling the fence. I'm 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot out. No, bro. I ain't doing none of that, man. I'm a licensed journeyman plumber.
What's good, y'all?
I ain't
It's your boy
active,
Danza.
you know what I'm saying? But I get active in a real way when it comes to my brand and my name and being a man, my integrity, my morals, my values, my principles. I'm going to get jiggy every time. You feel me? But what I'm never going to do is threaten to hurt women and children.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna mislead somebody. I'm never gonna be a coward and call on other people, other men for help when I got a problem with a man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Bruh, to me, that gangbanging shit, that shit is weak. That shit is for niggas that need help. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that need help. Niggas that can't. Yeah, some
Wack is
niggas
finito.
Bro, out the whole gang, it'd probably be like 20, 30 riders. You feel me? 20 of them. Maybe even 10. The rest of them, they just following suit like a gang.
Hey, salute Supreme. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you.
Bro, gangs be for niggas that need help.
I don't think you playing at all on Mama's, Podesky.
Put the pistol down on Mama's. I'ma get jiggy.
I'm gonna get jiggy with it.
The big show. You know what I'm
Yep.
Whoever.
People slept on that. I'm sorry. I don't want to keep talking over the audio because I'm reading the chat, but people sleeping over that. The fact that Luce told Aaron to do this a few days back and now what's happening makes it seem real. Y'all, people sleeping on Aaron the plumber going on that federal recorded line. That was intentional. That was the play. I mean, as far as taking Wack down, that to me was definitely that play. I was sitting there scratching my head when they did it. I'm like, okay, if Aaron is already talking to the feds, why would he need to say that on a federal line? Unless you're saying it on the federal line that their whole initial mission was to take down Wack 100. And who did they use? Loose Cannon. Wack finds out towards the end that Loose Cannon indeed was assigned to take his ass down. So it would make 100% sense for him to then say what he needed to say on that recorded line, because that's the agency that is assigned to take Cash Jones down. Interesting.
Face, I'm a man. You feel me? I'm a man, bro.
They must have got what they needed.
You know what I'm saying? You got other people trying to get at me, bro. Yeah, man. So I just had to tell y'all, bro.
Good looking, my guy.
Before it gets out there, you feel me? Because it's gonna
break the internet.
Got Wack 100 arrested, yes sir.
Nigga, you're gonna be celebrated. You're gonna be amongst the gods. Think about that. Let's keep it a buck, right? Let's just keep it a buck. And I'm a civilian saying it, right? It would have killed me to be in that position because I know ultimately there's no way I'm doing it. There's no way I'm doing it. I gotta look me in the mirror at the end of the day. Ain't no way. But Aaron the plumber is Aaron the plumber. So I don't judge him either. It's just maybe I was wired effed up. I don't think so. I strongly feel how Suge Knight felt when they would ask him about the Tupac case and the Tupac investigation. I don't get paid to be an officer, to be the police. That's your job. It's not my job to solve cases, to do y'all work. It's not like y'all fucking appreciated it anyway. Y'all, you are skilled to manipulate and to open people up to talk, to then use that to take down the person while throwing them under the bus. I don't see how someone can just sign up for something like that. Me personally. So no, morally it does not align with who I am as a person. I couldn't do what Aaron the plumber has alleged just did. But nevertheless, he did it. He can't get no more condemned or crucified than Wack 100, than Loose Cannon, than the whole 100 ENT side, because you know that they either federal agents are just helping the Wack 100 enterprise. So what are we talking about here? He been snitching and ratting for years. And we recently just found out on the surface that's what he is, but it didn't shut nothing down. It didn't stop anything. So why would it stop anything that Aaron the plumber did? Matter of fact, it's gonna propel him, and I think he knows it. If he did what he said he did.
And everybody else that is a part of that conspiracy.
Yeah, it ain't my fight, Jay Williams. It ain't my fight. That's they fight.
They on top of that, and I'm going to court.
Ooh, and he going to court. He said, I'm sitting right there, Podesky. Ooh, Cash Jones. Uh-oh. You might have really stepped in it.
That's how the cards played out. You know what I mean? regardless of what happened at Ray J house, whacking them, try to say, oh, I was just trolling. There ain't no trolling, bro. You don't troll and threaten women and children. And two, with the security guard spitting on me, bro should have got DP'd on mamas. Who turn around? Who spit on somebody when they turn around after you getting charged up, bro? My mama, bro, really charged him up. But we beyond that. I'm not even mad. I'm really not even mad at bro that spit on me. You feel me? It's like whatever, bro. I want to fade. It is what it is. But Wack, you took it to a whole nother level, bro. On mamas, you took it to a whole nother. I love my mom to death, boy. You know what I'm saying? When I got popped up them 6 times, bro, my mom is the one that healed me up, bro. My mom healed all my wounds, stayed by my side every day. Even she got her own addiction and still took good care of me, made sure I bounced back. That's how I got muscular. You know what I'm saying? Mom's really nurtured to me, bro. I love my mom to death, bro. On mamas. I ain't gonna let nobody, bro. I used to watch my mom, you know what I'm saying, get beat. My mom is a domestic violence abuse survivor, bruh. I used to, and part of the reason, you feel me, I got in the streets, I used to literally watch me, my mom's boyfriend, beat her up, punch her tooth out her mouth, slam her, break her leg. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little boy right there feeling like a bitch, feeling less like a man because I couldn't protect my mom. You feel me? That's why niggas started acting tough. But, bro, and I told myself, bro, I'll never let nobody else hurt my mom again. I promise you. Moms will tell you that I'll never let nobody else hurt my mom again, nigga, and I ain't playing, nigga. Nigga threaten to hurt my mom? Alright, bro, for surely. Fuck the streets. You know what I'm saying? If the streets okay with a nigga threatening women and children, bro, I never want no parts of the streets again. I don't want nobody's street around me. You that street, you know what I'm saying? A mother and children get hurt. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in your eye. Yeah, bro,
Facts.
Street for me, bro. I don't want you around me no more, man. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
nothing is too far, huh? Like nothing is too far. Hey. Salute to Steffi Weffy. She has became a member. I thought she was already that, because she was always welcomed as that, but she is a member. I appreciate it. I gotta really set that membership up too, because I take that for granted and I appreciate it. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a play, man. I don't think so. I really don't think that's a play at all. I think, has anybody heard from Wack today? Has Wack been on social media doing what he do? What's the word on them clubhouse streets? I was change CC. What you mean, change CC? Keep telling you I'm old. You gotta explain these things to me, youngins. I know what closed caption is. Is that what it is? Closed caption. What's the word on them clubhouse streets, man? Has Wack said anything, man? Nothing. No on Power Room. No nobody going to bed. No him and R&B doing the Diddy Freakos. None of that. It's been very quiet. It's been whispers. Oh, got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Well, thank you for pulling up, Queen. I really do appreciate that. I really, really do. It's nasty out here, man. You know, people out here threatening people's moms and, you know, doing it for the clout. And then when you address them, they spin it, you know, and then they weaponize who or what agency they are a part of and really use it to put charges on, so they can just disrespect you and not ever come across you ever. Cause Wack ain't pulling up on nobody. He know gonna whoop that ass. But yet he tough. all that tough shit. He called Big U stupid and Big U's a buster and people were scared of his reputation and not him. I don't know. You know, there's a strategy in what he was doing when he was doing that, and I wasn't catching it at the time. What he was hoping was some niggas would hear that and believe that and really run across Big U and force Big U to do something to him to trick him off the street. And I didn't catch it at the time, but there's always a method to that buster's madness. And I think that was the biggest method when he would say that. He was saying that hoping, all right, you too, Steffi, you be easy. I think he was doing that in hopes that, you know, they catch him, see him, think that what he said was legit, run up on him, and then, boom, now Big U in jail. He in jail because Wack didn't put a battery in the back of these niggas in the streets. But he not in jail for doing shit like that, right? I do think the biggest mistake Big U made was not hiring a private investigator to investigate who was investigating him. I stand on that. I really think that's what protected, or so far as what's protecting J. Prince Sr. But we're going to get to this interview, man. This is nasty out here, man. It's real nasty, man. My goodness.
The many faces of the machine known
My
as
goodness. Yeah, Steffi Weffy.
One of them ones.
Steffi Weffy, she's leaving us. She's leaving me. My channel. She has things she has to do. We're going to miss you. You'll be truly missed. Really, really. But the show, I guess, must go on. Hopefully, you know, come back around, though. Appreciate that. I do. I really appreciate all the love and the support that you have done for the channel. Really means a lot to me, and I appreciate you. Thank you, Queen.
That I'm very questionable.
Let's go.
Questionable about is this Nipsey Hussle video.
What about
I don't buy it.
Oh, you know, I got a little thing I do. I just tell you put some money
Got a
up.
little thing I
What
do.
you want me to put up?
Whatever you want to put up. How many you want to see? It's like about 15 different text messages, probably like 10, 12 videos. How many of them you want to see?
I mean, I got 5 on it.
By what?
5 bands.
Per video?
I went to trial.
You didn't go to trial.
I went to trial.
In the trial.
I went to trial. He went to trial. I went to trial.
No, you didn't go to
I
trial.
went to trial in 92. He went to trial in 93.
No, you
I
already
went to
took
trial.
no
I didn't
deal.
take a deal. I went to trial.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
This is what I want.
I went to juvenile trial and got 12 years.
Big U, I've been knowing Big U since 2004, right? In the 90s. Guess what?
You see, every time they drop a bomb, that all this shit is telling. I'm telling you, man. This shit is done. I'm telling, because it's like that's a coincidence that he dropped it like that. Because if you knew him all the way back then, you can't then be painting him as this monster that you had no clue was a monster when you was around him since 2004. You can't. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you was only around when he wasn't being a monster? Okay.
It's his homies sending me that. I wouldn't know where to get it from. I don't know it exists, but they so scared to say it because they think he gonna tell on them because he got a snitch jacket.
This is a new episode of the Danza Project, something different that I wanted to do. I wanted to bring 2 very notable figures on the platform. There's a difference between me and the way I operate versus other people, and the main difference is I'm a professional dude. I like having dope ass conversations, right? Besides all the trolling shit that both of y'all are very capable of doing. At the end of the day, behind that, there's some real men behind.
So how long you been with your girl?
7 years.
So what you was doing with old girl last week at the Fountain Blue?
Oh yeah, this guy. No,
I
was just seeing. I was just seeing what's up.
Look, this ain't no street.
That nigga's a hoe cake for that.
They can't call me no.
I was just seeing what was up. I was just seeing what was up.
Okay.
That nigga, he's a real hoe cake for that.
She had a fat ass. I wanted to see what was up. Yeah.
Definitely, she had a fat ass, but he's a hater for that. He's a real sucking nigga for that. And yes, she probably did have a fat ass. Hey, good afternoon, Selena. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, Queen. Let's get to it.
One thing.
I ain't gonna say no names or nothing, but we got the content.
We know you do.
You got it right.
Yeah, I got it.
You're talking about content, right?
You do.
Seem to have a lot of content. One of them ones that I'm very questionable about is this Nipsey Hussle video.
What about
I don't buy it.
Oh, you know, I got a little thing I do. I just tell you put some money up.
Put some money up.
Whatever you want to put up. How many you want to see? It's like about 15 different text messages, probably like 10, 12 videos. How many of them you want to see?
I mean, I got 5 on it.
Okay.
5 what?
5 bands.
Per video?
Nah, hell nah. I want to see if there's any truth to it. You believe it?
That ain't go question me.
Snitched on that. He didn't know. There's always a reason behind it. His reason was to let him know we watching you too. So tread lightly. I'm telling you, Wack been real in your face with this shit. He feel untouchable now. That's what that was. That was to let the Danza dude know. Shit. Don't think we ain't been watching and peeping you. So tread lightly in this interview.
Now, I done repeated it, so obviously I believe.
You said who in the chat? Oh, how you cover up their logo? What? Cover up who logo? The logo covered up?
Thing, right? This is real shit.
Oh
Sometimes
shit,
you
they
gotta
be
tell
all
us
right.
sex.
Why you worried about it?
Right?
Yeah.
Now let me ask
Hey
you.
Chuck, so Wack sent you over here? You ain't never came to my live or anything. So Wack sent you over here? Man, tell that man to come over here. See, we men over here. You know? The messenger will be held accountable for his words and his actions. Not just the person who sent you. Real talk. So do me a favor. If your boss sent you, then you need to exit my live and go tell your boss to come over here and talk to me. Stop being a little kid, man. I hope you ain't got no kids, bro. Cause your kid's gonna be ashamed of you. Straight sucker, man. Don't come over here in my chat talking crazy. I ain't seen you in my chat ever. You ain't never came and watched a video, a live or nothing. Outside of me pulling up in your room and checking your ass, we ain't had no conversations. You remember that, right, Chuck? When you was popping it? Remember that? You was popping it. You didn't think I was in the room? And I came right up to your shit. Yeah, I know you remember that. I know that probably bothers you too. I get it. But you know what? We even. Because it bothers me when a sucker be popping it on the internet and not in my presence. You feel me? Because we don't do sucker shit over here in real life. So if you coming over here for your boss, then we respectfully decline whatever you got to say. Delete him out the chat ASAP and tell your boss to come over here.
I told you who the players were in the video, right? I said it's a dude from Louisiana, Nip, and his baby mama, right? You think after all these years the baby mama wouldn't have stood up and said something if I was bullshit?
Overwhelmed by your HSA? In the
Bruh.
head to HSA Store.
Bruh. Hit that like button on y'all way in too. I appreciate it. Get that dude about the chat. Get this. Can somebody get that dude about the chat? We ain't got time for this kitty ass shit you doing, bro. This ain't Clubhouse. This YouTube, man. This YouTube. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, when niggas act stupid. Stop playing stupid. You know what we talking about. I ain't never seen you over here in my chat ever. Ever. Now you over here all of a sudden. So if your boss sent you, like I said, respectfully, I decline whatever you got to say. Tell your boss to come over here and talk to me. We don't talk to the messenger because the messenger is held accountable for what he says. We gonna call this Sparta over here because you don't get no passes being a messenger boy.
Some shit.
Respectfully.
My life been threatened.
What you mean? What you mean?
You know when I said nip, but not earness. So I explained that.
And why did he
My
even
life is
say
threatened.
that?
Okay, I
Earless.
said that. I sat back and said, man, they finna kill that. If he lying, they finna do something to that.
So let me ask.
I mean, that's what it always appears to be, right? I remember at one point, man, since he wanted to come over here and disrupt, we gonna go ahead and disrupt. I remember when I first seen Chuck, right, with Death of the Cloud Chasers, and he was with Deuce Sims and them. I liked what he did, right? I really did. I liked how he worked. I liked how he ran his room. I liked that he was very helpful. And he was part of the resistance. He wasn't a sucker at that time, right? He had his own mind, his own movement, his own sound. But then something changed. Only he can tell us what that was. Wack flipped you. You was already working, but you wasn't going to say nothing until y'all both figured it out. I don't know. I really don't care. Because if a motherfucker can make somebody, a grown-ass man, flip that easy, what the fuck you look like having a relationship with that person? Just so that person can flip on you later? That didn't even make sense to me. I had a lot of respect for Chuck. I really did. He held his ground for a long time. And then out the clear blue motherfucking sky, he just gave up. Flipped. I don't know. But only him and God got to deal with that. But you can't be surprised when you come over to people who are not sheep. And they treat you as if you the sheep. You the help. You chose that path. You did. We didn't force that on you, Chuck. You chose that. Proudly. You ran all type of fake narratives on Big U. On behalf of him. A nigga who took your club. And you bowed down. Maybe you can live with that. That's your business. But I can't live with that. I don't respect it. At all.
Ask you a question.
And ain't nobody done
What's
nothing.
your issue with? Look, I don't got it. That's his sexual preference. Diddy up there wilding.
Yeah.
He finna let people know he was hitting Nip baby mama. You see, it's coming out. Cause you know Cassie and her was best friends. So when a playing like the way Diddy playing, this is real shit. My woman right there. My woman's right there.
Did everybody in the industry that we like.
If I tell my woman
that I don't disagree with.
Listen,
They
listen.
come on.
Look
You
at that
think
plaque in the back. Looking
Diddy
righteous.
told Cassie
Danza in the building.
that happened with Laura, it wasn't gonna happen. You heard Nip.
I think they have incredible power. I would doubt nothing.
Incredible diapers.
Over there. I doubt
Okay,
nothing.
so that's what I'm saying.
We learn
So-
more shit than we ever needed.
But
to
my
know.
question to you is, what's the, because outside of his sexual,
Look how you try to overtalk this whole conversation,
what
right?
problem did you have with Nip?
He a rolling 60s neighborhood crip, which is a detrimental organization to Black America.
How you know that? You in Texas. You came and stayed for a little while. Just for a little while. But how you know that? And what businesses is it of yours? Shouldn't you be focusing cleaning up Texas? Before you step up out your element? And I love Texas. Don't get me wrong. Love Texas. My roots is from there. But I'm pretty sure that they got issues over there just like we got issues out here. But you went out of your way to make it your business. That's why niggas don't respect it.
Okay, now, hold on. So, will the kids listen to somebody that's not that? even though they're into that, to keep them from being that, or will they listen from the individual that's telling them not to be that, and you could do something different? Look at me.
That individual. That's only a small portion of our kids that's going into that.
Hypocritical.
Most of our kids aren't going into that. Maybe in L.A., in those small L.A., Chicago, but outside of those two entities, our kids aren't automatically
Rolling
going into
60s
that.
deep as a mother in Texas.
But our kids. But,
Tell his ass, Steffi. What's wrong with that sucker?
To the boys' home. I would have never known nothing about
Straight
Rolling
sucker.
60s had I never went to the boys' home.
Where was it located?
In the rural area.
Of Texas, right?
Yeah, of Texas.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
my son don't know nothing about Rolling 60s.
So is it Nipsey's fault that he come up the way he come up?
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just know before Nipsey died, I seen him slapping a guy that's trying to record him and his girl, which
Demio is the ultimate
Shit,
webinar
nigga, I
platform.
slap the
built
shit
for
out you too,
data-driven
nigga. If you
marketers
playing
who
with me
engage
like that,
more
nigga. Hey,
techniques.
what's your point?
you a celebrity. I heard him say, I'm a Crip before I'm anything. Not that I'm a man, not that I'm a father. I heard him say I'm a Crip before anything. So once I started listening to him, I heard a song where he say, I'm gonna turn all these bitches into lesbians. Now,
I didn't hear that song.
Now it's on.
So at that point you became an advocate for women.
I don't give a fuck about women.
Yeah,
I'm just- Let me finish. You asked me about Nip. Nigga, he said, I'm gonna turn all these bitches. And I'm saying, I got a daughter. So when I see that, I don't like gang members. Gang members don't do a motherfucking thing for black people but kill other black people. During the police shooting, the gang members ain't rising up like that daddy did to go kill nothing. When it's time to, when the Mexicans do something to us, the same, so I'm saying, these gang members, he just so happened to be one of them gang members. So when I go to his funeral, I find out why are people in my city celebrating this. I ain't never heard his songs or nothing. Don't know nothing about this.
Stop right there. I was one to say, and Biggie Smalls said it, you nobody till somebody kills you. Because Nip dropped his album 2019, right?
Yeah.
No, 2018.
This nigga act like he really
So that first year,
like he really
I
concerned.
50, 60,000 copies. Okay? Even when he got killed, it still took another year after the death for it to reach platinum. If the boom, the persona that we saw from the world was real, it wasn't just no BS, that thing would have been platinum overnight.
So when I go to the funeral, I'm sitting and I'm listening because I'm here to find out who is this Nip guy. So I don't hear nobody really say Nipsey. I hear Earmiss. So when Lauren London's son got up there and said, last night, Earmiss came to me in a dream and he was in heaven. And he said, what's up, killer? So when this kid gave this detailed description of Earmiss, homie, it blew my mind. I put the blunt out and
Well, he was your father.
I started paying attention. So then Lauren London spoke about him. So I said, nah, homie, Nipsey was a character like the WWE. This guy was intelligent, and then I got to talk to Big Syke after the funeral. Big Syke gave me a ride back to the house. Big Syke said Nip came up to him when he was about 11 years old and said, big homie, why you gangbang? And he said, I gangbang because I was born to. He said Nip told him at 11, he don't have the name Nip yet, big homie, when I grow up, I'm gonna change the hood. Kid grew up to change the hood. So I fell in love with Earmiss.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
So that's so I'm painting a picture. These rappers ain't who we think they are.
Yeah.
If I'm looking from afar, I'm thinking Nip is a hardcore neighborhood rolling, but nigga, this nigga was a compassionate guy. So I'm trying to show the kids, yeah, what we see in these personas, but it's a flip side of a coin to these.
Well, do you think Denzel's a snitch?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Well, he played one in American Gangster.
I don't think that, but the
I'm
kids
saying he played one in American Gangster.
But
So
hold on.
why can't
No.
they rap persona?
Because our kids think these are the personas. I f with kids.
That's a fact,
I
though.
ain't talking to grown
So
folks.
what
That's
kids
a
you talking
fact.
about? You talking about the
What
kids?
is it? We
in the
know
group
what
No,
actors.
I don't know what kids you talking about. I'm talking about the kids.
Or at least,
I'm talking about the kids in my neighborhood.
or at least, at the very least, put a disclaimer in y'all music when y'all talking all that shoot 'em up, bang bang shit. That this is It's either fairy tale audio, music, or this is what I've done in the past. I'm no longer that or something. You know what I mean? But it's hard to just say that to the rappers. You need to say that also to Hollywood. Hollywood had the same effect. That's what I'm saying. If we gonna correct shit, we gotta correct it across the board. We gotta call every aspect of entertainment out. All of it. You can't just hold the rap business, the rap and R&B entertainment part of it accountable, and not the rest of it. Like, that's what we not gonna do. So if we not gonna hold everybody accountable, then everybody moving each his own. And at the end of the day, I will say this, because this is one thing I do stand on, and I really believe. I don't care what the outside. I would prefer the outside world to move right and move righteous and move in the right way, but I never assume that it will. Ever. So I don't care what the outside world is doing. It's up to me to make sure that my babies is fully educated, fully equipped, and prepared for this effed up world that they about to go into. Point blank, period. That responsibility does not bear on nobody else but me and the wife or the baby mama or my girl or ex, whatever, on our shoulders. Nobody else's, period.
But what do your son think?
That's just my opinion.
I have to think he been taught all that bullshit on TV.
So is it on the rappers or is it on the parents?
It's on the parents.
So, question I have for you with this same thing: you also are a father. And when you hear messages,
you got two girls.
You
got
just biological shot you out, daddy.
You got two girls.
Now, when you talk about,
let me stop. He got two girls though.
Yeah. Right, and you hear a message like Charles.
Wack got two girls. It's crazy.
You don't want that for the kids.
No, I'm told even he know that. I'm told I tell the kids to go to police academy, goddamn military school, trade school. I tell them gangbanging is the dumbest, stupidest thing I could have ever done. I don't regret it because it got me to where I'm at today, right? I went through what I went through to understand it. But I don't think gangbanging is healthy for nobody in no shape, form, or fashion at all. All the cap.
Can y'all do me a favor, please? Please hit that like button, share this live. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, man. We growing over here. We building over here. We're a real family, a real community over here. You won't get none of that bullshit spin, narrative bullshit. I'm not begging nobody for nothing but a like on a video and maybe a follow and a share. Anything else outside of that, just y'all pulling up is enough for me. I really appreciate it, but hit that like button, please.
That is there to protect the community. Nah, that ain't what it's there for, because if we even look at what we do, majority gangs claim a park, right? Who the park was created for?
The kids.
Okay, now if you got a bunch of grown dudes in the park who done went across the way and put some work in 2 nights before, where they know where to come retaliate at.
Yeah.
So now you got a bunch of grown cats bringing the problem to the park, and now we got little Eddie hit over here, 9 years old, because he in the sandbox, right? So everything that they do is really a violation, but I guess what? Majority of these gangs, the rules were started by somebody with an 8th grade education. This is just what's real, and it's selective politicking all the way through. What's wrong for him is right for him because he got the bag. What's right for him is wrong for him because who his uncle is. So it ain't really no structure. It ain't nothing about it. I didn't really start growing in the mind until I left the hood and started to see the world.
But what got me here, he was killed by his own kind.
Well, Boosie called that. Boosie told everybody years ago.
He was killed by his own kind. And it ain't been no retribution or retaliation or no ill will toward the kind that killed him.
Well, how could it be when that's the nature of their block? They got a saying over there.
Yeah, you ain't a real one until you kill him.
That's a fact.
Bruh. So now with you got a stigma on your name given to you by the internet, and people on the internet, and they say,
what's the stigma?
They say Wack 100 is the police.
How am I the police?
They say you're the police.
Bruh.
Because you know a lot. So tell me,
got a lot of info.
Tell me what it is about, because I had a conversation with Taxstone. And I know you heard the conversation, because he's like, I heard Danza mom got a red mouth. And I'm like, look, listen, Farouk from the Nation of Domination is coming at me.
So Tax Tone is a dude back in like 2015. He started to use my name. I didn't even know. I still don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
He just started saying my name, right? And I'm gonna be real. I don't give a lot of people credit and props if you got on saying another dude's name. If you got on being who you are. You know how I found out who he was? I thought he was the manager of this little dude they dropped the paperwork on. Remember the little rapper out of Philly, the East Coast or something?
Yeah, Pop Hunter.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I saw him defending him. So I automatically thought this must be the manager. So I said something. This how me and his back and forth. I didn't know who Charleston White was, right? So he responded to me. He didn't start it with me. He responded to me because of what I said. But when it comes to information, I'm gonna be real. I've been an information guy since I was yay big in the neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? Depending on what role or position you play on your block, depending on your level of information you dealing with. I don't give a damn if it was football, basketball, whatever it was. I was always the captain of the team. My little neighborhood clique, but we was on bicycles, riding skateboard, nailing the milk crate to the skateboard. I was always the one to figure out where we gonna get the crates from. And guess what that took? Information. So I'm always a guy that's gonna talk to the right people, right? To be able to get the information I need. Now, when I started the exposure stigma, I knew what I was doing. I got a slew of shit from the women from the federal penitentiary. I ain't even let go yet. Cause it's more telling on them than anything. So what they do, my number been leaked on the internet for 9 years. I never change it. So guess what? They sent it to me. Yeah. I don't even, I wake up, man, I got so much stuff. If I mention somebody, the dude who don't like you or who woman you took or who you owe some money or whoever it is at work they send it to me. This is how I get my information. Majority of it, if it's coming from a neighborhood, it's from your neighborhood. Big U, I've been knowing Big U since 2004, right? I didn't know this in the 90s. Guess what? It's his homies sending me that. I wouldn't know where to get it from. I don't know it exists, but they so scared to say it because they think he gonna tell on them because he got a snitch jacket. Right. They like, yo, he told on this dude Eddie Boy in 92. I don't know this shit. So you know what they do? They give us Eddie Boy number. We call Eddie Boy. 600 go down there and meet him.
That was gonna be my question. When your source is the enemy, how do you filter what's real and what's not?
But what's the enemy?
You can't be saying what you done. You can't be saying.
Let's clear the record up. I know I just spoke on this recently, but we got to speak on it because he spoke on it again. For the record, yep, Eddie Boy told him that the police report on the case that him and Big U got caught up on, in the police report, the police say that Big U gave a statement. That's what he said. He said that he can get the paperwork to show and prove what he's saying. That paperwork has yet to be presented. And we're talking over a year ago. Eddie Boy made up every excuse in the world of why he couldn't get his hands on the paperwork showing that Big U, in fact, by a police report, a police saying it, that he made a statement. That speaks volumes. And then Eddie Boy want to sit here and act innocent. Eddie Boy want to act like he ain't play a part in Big U being locked up by putting fake ass flags on him, fake ass accusations on him. That has not been proven till this day. But he brought that up over a year ago. And here this nigga go on the Danza project talking about it as if it's fact. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go on the limb and say, I know Big U ain't do no telling. I know Big U didn't tell on Eddie Boy. And how I know it? Because Eddie Boy ain't proved shit yet. All he did was verbal talk. He said it verbally. And then said he can get his hands on the paperwork and did not do that yet. He made up every excuse. The attorney is bullshitting. This and that, and this and that, and this and that. They paid him to get the paperwork. He made up an excuse there. He got Demon Time Exotics for some dollars. All type of shit. So he's not creditable. And I don't believe none of that shit. I don't believe Big U did no talking.
You can't be shaming what you done.
See, you got to remember, in other places like you from Florida, right? See, I'm gonna warn y'all now. He know this. Don't think that Crip and Blood shit means his enemy in California.
Okay.
Oh no, that ain't no.
I wonder if I should raise my prices.
To be together.
I said that because you said the enemy of such and such would contribute that information.
Well, you got
that you found it, but they bringing it to you.
Let's say like, right, me and you getting into it online, right? And your cousin over there, you done whooped his ass 8 years ago, he don't like you. But he knows something about you. He sends it to me. I don't know how to contact your people. Half the information I got don't got nothing to do with the law. Now the paperwork we pull, paperwork is public record. The number one thing that y'all don't realize works against you is a phone number. If we got your phone number, we got everything. Phone number gonna tell us your information. We gonna see your city. You from LA County, we gonna run it. Anything criminal gonna pop up, and then we gonna dig.
I see.
I got a whole team. I can pull my.
Let me read what Sherm just said. I think it's important. Well, Lou said 600 came with that. Now he got to back his lies up. And CS2 keeps adding salt to the wound. Facts. Sherm said, and he still owes somebody money he borrowed to quote unquote get the paperwork. Crackhead Eddie. Damn. My point exact. You still ain't got that paperwork yet, but you still got this sucker out here talking about Big U told. And you do notice though, right? Wack tried to find every angle possible to call Big U a rat. He said he was a rat with the program, with developing options, with what he was doing over there with the grid program. That was found out to be a fucking lie. They tried to use Rosé to bring in something to say that Big U did some telling. He was clean there. Then we got Eddie Boy. Eddie Boy said they caught a case together. And in the police report says the Big U made a statement, but Big U did not, in fact, write and sign and make it official. So they had to go off of what the officer said. And by the way, the courts did not go off of what Eddie Boy, what the officer said. They threw that out. That wasn't something that they can use because they couldn't prove it. So even the courts kicked it out. But here we are today, a whole year later, but with Wack on this panel talking about Big U did some snitching, but no proof, nothing to back it up. Hocus 4/5 said there's one person that is in all these cases in everybody's paperwork. Take a guess of who that is. He never even said his name. Yeah, we knew who he was talking about, but he didn't say his name. And Wack went on this whole ramshot threat program, movement with the whole 100 side, threatening them, talking about they gonna run old content that may dig up some old bodies somewhere to really get him indictment, because Hocus 4/5 was out here playing with his name. But ain't that the same thing you doing with Big U's name? Because you ain't proved that he snitched. Ain't that the same exact thing that you continue to do with Big U's name? Is play with it with no facts. You a real sucker. I heard it's a warrant out for his arrest though. Y'all didn't get that from me.
Phone open right now. I got a whole team that's all they do all day is run, pull, potential ops. Who's a potential op? Anybody they see on the internet mentioning my name in any type of disrespectful way, I look at it. I was talking to Charleston. Some of them I look at, this just want me to mention him for some clout. Some of them I see, you think you that guy. We expose you.
What about Clubhouse? Where does that factor in with all?
That's a code I created.
You damn near seem like
Bruh.
the CEO of Clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just took the app.
Y'all heard him say that's a cult that he created. His words, not ours. A cult.
It's yours.
Yeah, that's why he damn near seem like he's the owner.
You own it.
So the Hunted side runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. It never shuts down. It's compiled of 15 rooms. I got a security team. It's a queen. That's her. R&B. We got...
Y'all bullying people.
No, we don't. Because we be in our own space. We got spies. I got 42 spies that never talk. They won't call me. They just text me.
But what's their motivation?
Huh?
But what's their motivation? Are they trying to get favor with Wack?
You know what their motivation is?
Like,
you know what their motivation? Everybody want to be part of something. Everybody want to be part of something. And if they can pick and choose what they are part of, they hit me. They be like, they know, okay, Wack got 33 spies. He'll send me a slew of stuff. Can I be spy 34? This real. I pull this phone open right now. They reporting to me what's going on Clubhouse, who doing what on the floor. What, like Hocus 4/5, we on this bumper. If I go to my phone right now, I guarantee you they done pulled up all kind of shit on Hocus. Watch this. It's just, you look.
Say what's up, Hocus. I fuck with Hocus too.
Listen.
I fuck with Hocus.
What I tell you?
Yeah, riding in the motherfucker. Bro. That's that boys' home shit.
Look, what I tell you.
Nah, that's that boys' home shit, man. Went to the boys' home.
What it say?
Oh, yeah.
That's his paperwork.
PDF.
Look, Hocus.
Uh-oh.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this guy from Wacks.
Bell, look. Look at this. We got mounds of this shit. That's one text thread. I got like 10 of these on here. So it's an operation over there.
So let me ask you this. How do a motherfucker come to Clubhouse and make money? Because that's how my whole beef with me over ain't making no money.
Now, Charleston, let me give you some game. Clubhouse, I designed to help others.
No, I didn't, Deuce. I ain't forget shit. I was lighting his ass up over there in that room with Hocus when they was going back and forth about Hocus 4/5 playing with his name when he never said his name. I'm the one that was putting it spam in their motherfucking chat. I spammed their chat and said, "What about Deuce Sims?" You said, "Dude, I say that shit all the time, bro. Cut it out." You know that. I say that shit all the time. Cause that's actually number one. Like, you call that man a snitch, you call that man a rat, and that was the downfall of CS2 back. You called that man a snitch, you called that man a rat, and you couldn't prove or produce nothing. It came out to be not true. You ain't apologized publicly, you ain't said a motherfucking thing. Same thing with Big U. You know what I'm saying? Dirty, rotten niggas right here. That's why I said, even if you don't like Charleston White, you don't like him, listen to this goddamn interview, because Charleston White put his punk ass on the spot. He put him on blast throughout this whole entire interview. And I really think this was what Wack was avoiding for the longest, and he tried being cool with Charleston White behind the scene to soften the blow, but he knew he couldn't match that man sitting next to him.
Good people make money. So I got a media team, and they sit down there.
But I was lighting they chat up yesterday, my nigga.
Sometimes I create the content. Like lately, they've been having a old 2-year clip of me and my girl. They don't know we be in the same house. We be like, baby, let's give them some content. She'll go in there and be talking. I come in there, what you just say? And we'll just argue. Right? But they believe it. It's entertainment.
Salute, my guy. I don't let that one go.
Guess what? My media team takes it, chops it
But
up.
That was the beginning of the end of CS2 back.
I got like 6-7 people on the media team.
Well, that's why I stopped coming over there, because I know that I'm gonna come over.
I don't know, for the record, to the new people that may be in here, allegedly, I don't know if it's true or not, but Aaron the plumber said there is a warrant out for Wack 100's arrest. Don't know if it's true. I'll put the video up. It's on Stand on the Media. If you want to go check it out, go over there and check it out. Hit that like button, man. Share this video. We're going to give Wack a birthday gift if it is true. Yeah, we're going to give him what he gave Big U and nothing less. Let's go.
Argue with you, not make no money, have a conversation.
Coming over there because
send the drones.
I had you figured out before you got there.
Oh, well, you wouldn't argue with me. Yeah. You wouldn't argue with me. I come over here to fight.
That's rule one.
I come over here to fight.
Engaged.
No, look, so they saying, what?
Said you was a buster. That's what he said.
Charleston said that. Bitch, Charleston. I said, listen, I'm fighting Charleston back right now. I said, I'm going to fight this for about 2 weeks. It's all the war. They said, when are you going to go start fighting? I said, I'm fighting him now. Get it. 2 weeks.
War.
Once he said he ain't stupid, right? He didn't study me like I studied him. If I say one word to him, that's all he needs. It's blazing.
It's on.
I had to fight him with silence. You can't fight no nigga.
I ain't been back since.
Talk faster than you.
It's hard.
Say more heinous shit. This nigga say the most crazy.
Let me ask you this. You talk about like people pulling, like you putting shit out on the internet. How they get a picture of you with your cheeks out though?
No, I was laying on the bed. So Braun coming on the podcast with me, right? I ain't gonna lie, I went over there, I hit her. You know, you slide into something and you like, she make the wrong face and you really look at what you're doing, you like, you tripping? Like, hold on. Yeah, so I just stopped like 7-8 minutes in, right? And when I stopped, I just started feeling like disgusting. So I'm like, let me go get in the shower.
What that got to do with suns out, buns out? What the hell does what wasn't popping in the bedroom where her got to do with you laying across that bed with your feet dangling in the air, twisting, buns out, suns out, on the phone in post-it room talking to a whole bunch of men, but with your ass in the air, ass and legs in the air? What that got to do with anything? Why you deflecting? He's saying, man, why was you butt ass naked, old clubhouse with your feet up, dangling in the air, ass buns out, sun out? Crazy.
This shit off for me. I wasn't proud of this shit. I'm like,
bruh. Hey, who was that? Who was that, Sharon? Bruh.
Listing your vacation rentals on Booking.com.
Man, the Danza Project eating real good on these ass today, boy. Who you talking to, Sharon?
So I went and jumped in the shower.
Hold on, let me stop real quick. I gotta see what Sharon talking about. Oh no, Sharon, you gotta tell me who you was. Okay. All right, cool. We out.
And I'm one of them dudes, bro, that I like to be served. So I'm like, I done did this with this mother hood rat. She gonna do something. Bitch, go get some lotion, come lotion my body. So I laid on the bed, and when I laid on the bed, when she went to get the lotion,
this nigga's
she
a
took
joke.
a picture. Now here go the thing. I don't know about y'all, but
He a joke.
I don't walk around the room fully dressed, especially no hotel room. Right. Not with no female. Like, nah, it'd be different if, because it's me, anything he do, they catch this outside with his shoes off, they gonna say he broke, he ain't got no shoes. So it could be some normal shit, but they gonna take it and ride with it. Now, I don't mind it because we understand the algorithm. Good, bad, the ugly. If you mentioning the shit, it don't matter.
That's right, sir. Get on that ass. We ain't playing with none of them.
Something I ain't supposed to be in there with, then it's a problem.
Cheeseburger, Chuck, nobody, none of the other niggas that roll over there with them.
It is what now.
I remember. You said that like I.
Yeah, well, his ass was ashy.
Yeah, he was he shaved the back of his legs.
That nigga said his ass was ashy.
You heard the story just said. I said, done went in the dirt. Laying on his belly, toes to the ground.
So let me ask you a question. So you just you lay in the bed. Look, so you lay in your bed. You just lay on your back.
No, just jugging that shit.
I'm just
I lay how you lay, but niggas ain't no pictures.
It ain't no pictures though.
Yeah. No, so at that time that was good.
Well, he gonna grab it and he gotta roll
there
with
you
it.
go. Not just for me, but for a lot of people, that was at least 2 months worth of content.
Fact.
Yeah, you got
at least 2 months worth of content. And the broad that did it, she had about a 6 to 9 month run of content. She just didn't know what to do, so she lost her light. Right. She was supposed to quit talking about him and bring it about her and her gifts and talents. So for a lot get caught up in them. They get the light, they
Yup.
have this momentum, and then it's on this short span.
He not lying.
Well, I mean, what she didn't want me
That's
to
the
release
blueprint.
was that, you know, when you hit that spot and she opened her mouth up, halfway back, her tongue was like gray, copper.
Oh, man.
So I was like, oh, shit.
Diddy was
So
pissing in her mouth.
all systems went off. Like, just everything.
Just for the record, none of us believe that bullshit no more. So, Mika, if you are on this live, if you do hear this, you're good. Nobody believes what this nigga's talking about. We know he's fully capped. You know, it's just unfortunate that he has to downplay that queen so bad to lift himself up. You know, and nobody really gonna respect that, bro. Nobody of value and of integrity will respect anything that he's saying right now. Because even if that was the case, we men, we ain't supposed to be sharing that shit. That's what women do. We ain't supposed to be kissing and telling no motherfucking way. What is you doing? Like, really, what is this nigga doing right now? That shit that just shows that the character of him is the total opposite of who he is. When he doing this is who he really is. A chatty Patty, a chatty Kathy, a Karen. A nigga who would throw a girl up under the bus real quick because he didn't go his way. He that nigga. Crazy.
Stop working.
Where'd I park at?
Yeah,
Start thinking about other shit like.
Now, I got a question for you, though. Why you keep saying Nipsey was paying for protection?
Turn it on.
You said, hold on, it's LTV, bro, Aaron snitched. Okay, he a civilian, my guy. Like I said in the beginning of this, I wouldn't do it because morally that I couldn't look myself in the mirror and I'm a civilian. But we can't keep moving the goalposts, right? We can't keep moving the goalposts. If we say it's okay for a civilian to do what civilians do, we can't then try to condemn him for doing what he's entitled to do. He did what a civilian do. I don't care how tough he talk, blah, blah, blah. He say he's a civilian. So he did what a civilian did. You can call him a snitch, a rat, a hoe, or whatever you want to call him. Or you can just call it for what it is. Wack played with him, played with his mama, threatened him. All he wanted was a fade. Wack ducked him and left him no choice. He did what he had to do, what was best for him and his family. And he don't owe me, you, or nobody else any motherfucking explanation of why he did it or any. He don't owe us nothing. He did what he had to do for his. You know, niggas is crazy, bro. It's like you want to move the goalpost every time. You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? Let's go.
Overwhelmed by your HSA? Head to HSA Store, your one-stop shop for guaranteed HSA eligible items. Manage savings with our tools and enjoy fast shipping right to your door. Shop at HSA.
Where you get that from?
Real quick, hold on.
For real.
We're gonna get to it. Do say y'all missing what he's saying. He's admitting he couldn't get it up because he's embarrassed. Blame it on Mika, but I know who he gets his ED pills from. Shit, nigga. I mean, we ain't had that information. Thank you for sharing. But then that probably really was the case. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, that ain't none of our business. What's up with the pillow talking though? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't supposed to be kids. At least that's how I was raised, man. These niggas different, and me and him from the same generation. You know what I mean? This pillow talking shit is crazy. This is out of hand.
Like, cause I've never known Nip. One thing about his movement, his team, and his brother wouldn't have went for it. I've never known him to pay nobody for no protection.
His people.
Oh, no, okay, I got you as well too. I mean, that's why I like to communicate, because when people text, you can interpret a text any type of way. So I thought you was like, you know, he a snitch. Okay, I got you. So he said, LTV said, I don't care that he snitched. I'm saying he actually did it. No Jumper right now doesn't believe so, and they are live right now though. So they don't believe. They don't believe it? Oh, okay. Just keep me updated, man. I want to know. I think he did it. I'm on the record saying I think he did it. I don't think he capping. And somebody put an APP out for Wack, man. Send Wack a message. Hey, Hamburger Chuck, if you still on my live, man, go tell your boss, man, what's up? What's going on? Make sure he okay. Yeah, go check on him. Go give him a wellness check. Make sure he good. You know? Tell him the big fella waiting on him. The big fella waiting on ya.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no name, but his people.
So now you protecting liars.
Well,
come on, Charles.
I don't know if they lied or not. I met them before the internet.
Do you really think?
Man, listen.
That's crazy, Ezel. That's
If
crazy.
you is what they say he was, there's no way he was letting this
Okay,
guy
let's do the math. One of Nipsey Hussle's mans, Fats.
Listen to this nigga. He a rat. He's such a gutter rat.
On his pockets. You think if Nip Team feared Big U like that, a nigga raise his hand to him?
Man,
yes or no?
All I know is, from what I heard directly after the funeral and what I seen on that camera, he got killed in his own hood, in his own set, around his own friends, with word of your protection. If you ain't
bro, that happened every day out there. He just happened to be
from there. I don't know.
Just get killed in your hood.
Not like that.
What?
Not like that.
We just ain't you from where they just gunned this?
Hey, I appreciate you, my guy.
Ain't you from
Appreciate you.
You from Dallas Fort Worth, right?
I'm from the suburbs. I ain't from the hood.
Okay, listen.
No motherfucker hood. I ain't grew up in no neighborhood where
used to gang bang?
In the boys' home, and I ain't never gang bang outside the boys' home.
How old was you when you was in the boys' home?
14 to 21.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So that means when you made that statement, you was banging.
What banging? Made what statement?
When the shot the cop.
No, I wasn't banging.
You said you was 16.
I was 14. I was 14. We committed the murder.
So you was 14.
Yeah, 14.
So you start banging after that?
Yeah.
In the facility.
Yo,
in the facility.
You know that don't make no sense.
I don't give a what it make.
Why would you start banging after?
Because it's just like joining a fraternity. It was fun.
Man, how he gonna ask him that? And he got that big buff soft nigga over there in the corner who ain't even on camera right now named 600. The hypocrisy in this shit. See, this is why it pays to do these type of interviews when you in a room full of people that are well aware of what is really going on. Because if I was in the Danza seat and I heard Wack press him what he doing, I would have immediately said, but Wack, what about that guy over there? 600. When did he start gang banging? How the bumpy face gonna call the pillow black? My bad.
So you didn't do it for the seriousness of it?
Hell no. If I wasn't serious about nothing, nigga didn't get visits. I did.
So
y'all just having fun.
So you never even grew up in the hood?
Never.
He on there, Lou. He's sitting right there. He's sitting right there, ain't saying nothing. And everybody calling me today. This is crazy.
So you just been playing with it?
Oh, the whole time.
Hold on, y'all.
Where the hat at?
That's why I wore a hat that says I think everybody's playing.
Hey, listen, for all y'all, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what the fuck you on. We ain't taking this flight. We sweat in here because the Danza, he ain't pay his light bill. We running off a generator.
Yeah, nah.
Nigga ain't got no AC.
I think everybody playing, even if they come from it. That's why 90% of cases in court are solved and organized by plea bargains. Niggas ain't going to trial. What you mean? Niggas ain't fighting the white boy. Because if most time you go to trial, you win.
Well, if you did it, what the hell you gonna fight for?
Well, okay. If you did it, then
why you gonna fight?
What you mean? Why you go fight? You fight everything else. You fight everything else.
That is fighting. If
no.
you read the paperwork, right?
So then when the white boy gets you, hold on. When the white boy gets you and he say, "I'll rise," what you do? You rise. No. So you play tough in the hood with everybody, but when the white boy gets you, now you want a plea bargain. No. You
plea bargain.
I was a kid. I did what my mom and my lawyer told me to do.
No. I called my cases at 12 years old. 12,
was a neglected child raised in the hood. I wasn't. You were raised in the hood?
Yeah.
You was neglected then. I wasn't. I wasn't in poverty. I wasn't in poverty.
Hold on, nigga.
I wasn't in poverty.
So you didn't plea bargain when you took the stand?
I went to trial. That was a trial.
No, you took the stand.
I went to trial.
You didn't go to trial.
I went to trial.
You worked against your homies in the trial.
I went to trial. He went to trial. I went to trial.
No, you didn't go to trial.
I went to trial in 92. He went to trial in 93.
No, you already took your deal.
I didn't take a deal, nigga. I went to trial, nigga.
What you mean you didn't
I went
take
to
a deal?
juvenile trial and got 12 years.
How much time you did?
How
much time you do?
I did 14 to 21, nigga. I didn't have to go do no more time.
You did
I'm
what?
in juvenile.
You didn't do no 7 years.
Do how long I do?
You didn't do
14
no
to 21.
damn 7
You a
years.
motherfucking lie. You don't know me, nigga.
Come on, bro.
You a goddamn lie.
seven.
I did 7.
You got the
14
work
to
to show
21.
us that.
14 to 21.
You got the
I
paperwork
ain't
to
got
show
to
us that?
prove a motherfucking thing, nigga. It's documented.
Don't worry,
It's
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse
finna pull it up.
Yeah, we pulling that shit up.
It's
We pulling that shit
It's
up.
documented in Supreme
you
Court.
saying-
I just said
you
what I
saying you
said.
did 7
nigga.
years
I
straight
just said
for
what
the
I
murder of
said.
that cop.
14. We didn't kill no motherfucking cop. Listen to this nigga. A cop. We didn't kill no motherfucking cop, nigga. We killed a white man. An innocent white man trying to stop us from steel jacking. I was sentenced to 12 years under Texas juvenile determined sentencing law. At 18, you go back to court. It's called a transfer hearing. Based on this transfer hearing, you either be transferred into the adult prison system, go home on parole, or you're recommitted back into the youth custody. I was recommitted and did another 3 years.
So you tell him you did a 7-year joke.
Fuck
okay.
you, nigga. I just said what I said, dumbass
Let me ask you
nigga.
another-
This nigga,
let me ask you another question.
14 to 21,
So
nigga.
let me ask you another question. I don't know if there's any truth to this.
I've been saying it all this time. Ain't nobody came out of line. He was in the boys' home with me. He did 19.
We gotta look into that.
Nigga,
so listen.
you ain't gotta look into nothing. I done said it.
Listen.
Nigga, I don't lie like
So let
you.
me ask you a question.
Paperwork.
Let me ask you a question. The dudes that's in there, they say every time they go up for a parole hearing, you send something in.
I don't. You can't do that in Texas. You as a co-defendant, the only people who are allowed to go to your parole hearing are the victims. Nobody else.
So that's a lie.
That's a lie. The person who committed a crime with you, for one, they don't notify to say, hey, he's going up. And for two, you can't come speak. You're not the victim.
Well, they saying they notify you because you gave a statement on him on the stand.
Why would they notify me?
Because you gave a statement on him.
But why would they notify me? Hold on. All criminals, they do not notify the co-defendant. You're not the victim. They don't care if he get out and kill you.
Who don't?
The system.
Bullshit.
You lying to me, nigga. I don't know now, nigga.
Bullshit.
I don't know now,
If
nigga.
your ass get on the stand
They not doing that, my nigga. You a goddamn lie. They not doing it. And I know plenty of niggas done got
Good
on the
looking,
stand.
Easy. I was on the phone, but good looking, bro. I appreciate all the support, bro.
Listen. I'm a big
I really
dog
do.
in Texas.
Thank you.
Ain't now nigga go come do a motherfucking thing to me whether I told on him or not. They ain't gonna, nigga, I'm a real big dog in Texas. You think I can talk how I talk? Nigga, I'm a real big dog in Texas.
You
The
gotta
nigga I
repeat that.
told on is a pup to me.
Oh wow, the nigga I told on is a pup to me. The price of telling is way too high for me. I've never been able to want to subscribe, and now the price is way too high. You know what I'm saying? It's way too high, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're gonna ever cheapen it. But do me a favor, hit that like button, man. Like Ezel gonna do, and share this video, man. Share this video. Let's go up, man. Let's have some fun with this, man. Did anybody put out an APP on Wack? Is he okay? Did anybody talk to him? Maybe hit R&B. See what R&B, what's going on with R&B. She cool. Make sure she's straight. We want to make sure everybody good. Wellness checks all across the board. Let's go.
My nigga right there was on the same unit with him. That nigga caught, nigga, what I'm gonna go steal? Nigga, I don't give a damn about no nigga I told on. And don't think a nigga touch me, no.
Damn. These
I don't know
niggas
the
crazy.
nigga.
He said, I wouldn't give a damn about no nigga I told on. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, ain't no one.
So that's your real homeboy.
Me and that nigga been homeboys since the 15.
That's your real homeboy. You don't give a fuck what it is.
I done got into it with South Walker, Jay. Ain't no nigga in Texas go fuck with me, nigga. I'm a real big dog.
You know Sauce don't really
I wouldn't give a fuck, nigga. From 03, brother Nim, mama Nim, nigga, ain't no nigga go fuck with me in Texas. Nigga, I'm a real big dog.
Sauce Walker fucks with Charleston.
No, he just don't pay him no attention.
That was crazy, Deuce. Nigga, that was wild. That should have been a sound bite in itself. When I first heard it, I wanted to, but I was doing something. And I forgot about that little clip. But golly, the nigga I told on is a pup to me. The niggas be wondering why. Niggas be why that person unalived them. What you mean? Are you listening? Like, do you hear what he's saying right now? So you think the person he's saying that about is really gonna give about him like that? To do that? Crazy.
Nigga, you took me serious. Nigga, why you think you sitting here? You did. Nigga, why you think you sitting here?
No.
Nigga, you don't even mention no nigga name if you don't take him serious.
Drew V is hilarious. Wack looking at him like he looking in a mirror.
You don't even mention the nigga.
Crazy.
Listen, my nigga.
Crazy.
I took serious about you.
I done been all over.
What's your true colors? Look at that.
Good at your craft.
The irony in
I'm
this.
bad when I ain't playing my craft.
What you mean?
I think I'm bad, nigga, by my motherfucking self. Without the gang, without the hood, in Texas, in the state of Texas. It ain't a nigga in prison or out of prison.
So you saying you the face of Texas?
I run Texas.
You was Texas stand for?
I run Texas. I'm the baddest nigga in Texas right now. And ain't a nigga fucking with me.
Okay.
Yes!
I heard that.
Bruh. Overwhelmed.
Niggas be wanting
So
to be
you
the
ain't never
boss.
sleeping?
I ain't gotta sleep, nigga.
So why you was sleeping at that light, nigga? What you was on?
Hold up.
That's different.
Hold up.
Professional up here.
Hold on.
You know, what you was on?
Let's see.
Bars.
What you was on, nigga?
Bars.
My own
Hey,
life.
Lenny. What's up, boo? You didn't say nothing to me, but it's okay.
No, that's cat. That's cat. Good promo. What you was on?
No. My own line, and then he think everything cap. I ain't no capping nigga. Nigga, I got my own line from the weed spot. I asked them to make it like that so we can combat the opioid crisis. I told them make it strong so they got some people and put them in the laboratory. Nigga made me my own and I make a killing off.
Concentrate.
Nigga.
I thought they found some pills in the car.
They didn't find no pills in the car, nigga. That's why I ain't got no felony conviction. Nigga in Texas, they ain't
These are two idiots, one panel. Hilarious.
Nigga, you done been caught with all kind of shit.
Salita, that's funny.
I only get caught with guns and weed. And I say the weed is CBD.
Drugs was legal.
They is legal, but you can't have it with weed. So I have to go to court and say, Your Honor, this is not THC marijuana.
Hey, giving life, he don't have no pool in Texas. He ain't got no pool. He sound like he that nigga. He popping it like he that guy, like he is, like that's Himothy right there. That's Himothy.
This is the CBD. You know?
Oh, you did say, what's up? Oh, I didn't see it. What's up, Lenny? Yes, I did. I see it. All right.
Under the federal levels. So they throw out the weed and give me back my gun. Most dumb niggas don't know that. They keep the package with the weed plant on it in the name. I keep it in the Ziploc bag, nigga, so I can say it's CBD. Nigga, you ain't talking to no dumb nigga.
I saw you listen.
He ain't talking to no dumb nigga.
I saw you at a light. Slip on the steering wheel.
Listen, I put the car in park because I already knew I was leaning. Threw the keys over in the passenger seat so they can't get you with the DWI. If they ain't
I believe you, Lenny. I was just
supposed to get out
playing.
the driver's
I was
seat.
just
So I
playing.
laid the seat back and I cut the car off, attached from the keys, and went to sleep and beat the case. Shout out to Andrew Andy Platt, bad motherfucking law.
Yo, quick question. A couple nights ago, we just saw interesting turn of events with Antonio Brown at the Aiden Ross
Charleston
event.
White sent some niggas at him. He tried to act like he wasn't the back door.
Look at this nigga.
I wasn't there. I ain't see it.
What?
I wasn't there.
Charleston, you know we got word that.
I wasn't there.
Lie,
So you
snitching
didn't tell
ass
the people
nigga.
Antonio was in there?
No, I wasn't
He
there.
couldn't wait to tell.
I was
Wack be itching to tell. Even when he lied telling, he just be itching. He can't help himself. He can't help to tell on. He just can't help it. God damn, he just a telling ass nigga, man.
He be coming up with some shit.
I was live on the
I
stream.
see how he does it.
God damn.
I just heard about it. Yeah, I just heard about it.
I ain't never seen a nigga tell so
These
much.
clips, these little ass clips, and they go off with it.
I mean, I know.
Telling champion of the world.
They gonna run with that.
Yeah. So Charles, when you say you think you're the baddest, are you saying intellectually?
At school, that nigga said, I ain't never doing a spelling bee, but I'll do a telling bee. This nigga's amazing.
Outwitting and outthinking people?
Yeah.
Because I think when you say that, people like...
They thinking tough and fight. Yeah. So Michael Jackson said I'm bad. It's the name of his album.
Yeah.
And so I grew up watching Michael Jackson perform in countries that even understand what he's saying, but they would pass out when he turned his head. So, nigga, I grew up wanting to be bad like Michael Jackson, making people watch me and listen to me. And now since I'm on stage, nigga, I got people doing it, by the millions in the
So
videos.
you got a pair of penny loafers in the club?
Yeah.
I used to put quarters in mine.
Nah, nigga, I used to do the Michael Jackson so good, my mama and them go put me on putting on the hits and all that shit. So, yeah.
Okay,
yeah. So I've been performing all my life playing.
So I just wanted to get, I mean, I know what he mean by it when he say he bad. I get what he's saying, because he like, if he got you talking about him and you supposed to be badder than him, then that makes him badder than you, because you talking about him, he ain't talking about you. You giving him a reason to talk about you, which he's capitalizing off.
Look, Boosie and you, the only two niggas.
That nigga was a part of a telling bee.
Disarm me where I can't, because they won't engage. And nigga, that's be the nigga that won't engage, got the skills to engage, and you don't engage him, he lose. So he got to go away. It's like the line waiting for you to come down.
It's like today, right? If he could get me to stand up out this seat,
like I did Mob James,
I lose.
I got Mob James to do it. Made
You get what I'm saying? Because at that point, you can't handle his mental.
You can't get wound up in
Yeah,
the words.
you got to be able to, like, he gonna say triggering shit. He done shot 2-3 of them at me already, right? But he know I know. So I'm gonna roll off.
But nigga, I'm a nigga's mama, his woman, and his auntie that he can't out argue, and he can't put his hands on. Most niggas will beat his girl up if she can out talk him. Most niggas can't out talk that girl. So if I can out talk you, nigga, you lose. Cause most niggas ain't designed to out talk.
Now, just watching the both of y'all in this interaction, this is like two of the greatest internet, I don't want to say manipulators, but
you said
I mean, that's what they are.
Who do you think has a bigger handle on controlling the internet?
It all depends on what you, okay.
Because you guys got different lanes, different channels.
I can't do what he does.
I can't do what he do.
I can't like this.
Steffi, I really thought you was clowning at first. That's why I got to stay out the chat. She said his eye situation is behind a washer. I swear I thought she was saying that his eye fell behind a washer. Nigga, let me get out the chat. I'm sorry.
He says and does. If I did it, I would be facing a different situation. I can't do it.
He can go sit down in a back room with an executive. An executive go send somebody to come get me to sit down with them because of what I've said and the outlandish things that I project. Nigga, this nigga, this what made me salute his game. He was
building your online business.
God damn, Danza. All these commercials, and he ain't said two things in this interview yet.
He was Suge Knight's chauffeur.
Damn.
What you mean? Where you get that from?
Damn.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Okay, now hold on.
No, hold on.
Damn.
Right there. It's one picture of me and Suge in the car together, and Suge is driving. What y'all do know Suge don't trust?
But that is the story.
That's the story.
Hold on, around the
Hold on, wait.
I wanted
He's trying to straighten.
Wait. First of all, let's clear this shit up. It's one photo of me and Suge on the internet, and Suge's driving. He in a red Bentley. Secondly, Suge didn't trust nobody. I'm gonna say it. He may not like it.
I'm sorry, but my God, I gotta stay out the chat. Monk, I think, Monk said somebody warned Wack so he can run. Oh my God, man. We should give him the same courtesy he gave Big U, right? Wack. Y'all faux bad. Faux bad. Wack. Faux bad. Okay? I don't know who the foe is, but faux bad. You might need to get up out of there. Faux bad.
But the off-duty police that worked for him,
which was Reggie.
Bruh.
Wasn't even Reggie.
Oh shit.
Reggie ran the security agency, but he only trusted, I think the nigga was like named Cortez or something. And he had a Benz where the passenger seat was out. He would sit in the back seat and dude would drive. Now, he'd trust the homies to follow him. But Sugar did so much weird shit, he never knew what motherfuckers do. Right. He did, right? So let's get one thing straight. And
you wasn't a chauffeur?
Never.
So
I never wore a death row chain. I refused that. Because
so listen, let me ask you.
How we know that? How we know?
In the industry? Nigga, you don't rap, you don't sing. How you get
Great question. Great question.
My first real business meeting was with Reggie Wright. Sugar was in jail. You got to remember, in the 90s, I was doing time. I wasn't around back then.
I know.
Right? So my homeboy, Pooh Ryder, rest in peace, he was in the penitentiary with Suge.
They say allegedly Wack has something to do with that. I don't know if any truth to that. I don't know. We just talking about what's out there, what's in the streets. They say you had something to do with that, Tom.
All he wanted to do was put work in, smash shit, which irritated the hell out of me because Suge had a name for them type of people. He called them crash dummies. And it irritated the hell out of me that my road dog was that. He
was considered a crash dummy.
He went and put the big death row thing on his back. He did all this shit. So one day he said, "Wack, could you take me up to death row to get my check?" So I drove him up there to get his check.
Well, real quick, I hate to keep doing this, but we have to with this dude. This is what I want to know. Now, I tend to agree. If I'm cool with somebody, right, I wouldn't want them to be called no crash dummies, right? But my thing is, Wack, did you say that to Suge? Did you share your distaste for the word crash dummy? Did you say, "Hey, Suge, the homie ain't no crash dummy. We ain't doing them names"? Or did you laugh with Suge when Suge allegedly said that? Because I don't even believe Suge said it, but let's just allegedly Suge said that. Did you laugh with him and say, "I know, nigga's a real crash dummy"? You didn't go to him and say, "Yeah, I didn't like the way he did that." Fake ass nigga, man.
Reggie was there, right? Reggie didn't tell him when he met Wack. Wack pulled up in the Benz. I had a trucking industry, real estate industry.
Hey, Pep, you got one time to come in our chat playing, and your ass is up out of here. You understand what I'm saying to you? You want to hear the whole conversation uninterrupted? Go to the Danza Project. Ain't nobody asked or summoned you here. You feel me? Do what you got to do.
I was already doing what I was doing, right? I wasn't doing nothing in music. So Reg invited me to the Soul Train Awards, right? And this is when we had
cloud chasers.
Dog and them. Keita Rock from 6-0 was still with us.
What they be, cloud chasers.
And some shit kicked off. And you got homies and then you got warriors. And as things was going on, Reg and Keita Rock seen how it was moving, even taking control of the car. I wasn't finna, nigga, after this shit went on, all these niggas used to be signed to death row. Ain't no way I'm finna let a chauffeur drive me back to this
Dominic, salute, King.
that these
Salute.
niggas didn't worked out of the last decade or so, right? So I took control of the limo.
Slap that stupid ass mustache off your face.
Waiting in ambushes. At that point in time, Keita Rock
that's
told Reggie,
funny.
we need him around. I said, Reg, I want to discuss the business. Because I wrote a book in prison called Confrontation. And my idea was, it was 12 chapters. I wanted to put a song with each one of the chapters, put the CD on front of the book, came by one without buying another. At the time, it was rumored they was going to do Death Row Films. Suge is in the pen, so when Reggie talking to Suge, he like, yeah, man, Pooh Ryder homeboy come around. Suge knew my name from the joint. We just never did no time together, right? So every time I'm coming up there, it's business. When Suge came home, I said, with Suge on business, I refused a death row chain. You hear when them niggas call him Simon?
Bugs, what it
You
is.
know what that is? Hey, man, go to the store, do that. Why I got to do it? Because Simon said do it. Nigga, I wasn't going for none of that. I already had a crib, had a couple cars, had three
God, he be lying.
Niggas got paid less than minimum wage. He gave them niggas a condo to stay in, 3 at a time, a car to drive under the company name, and $2,500 a month. Them niggas working 18 hours a day, 6 days a week. If you add that shit up, that's close to $3 an hour.
Do you have a car?
I'm so confused. Because on one hand, Wack could say Suge Knight looked out, overlooked out. Now he ain't looked out. I'm confused.
When people say that, I don't even know where that come from. I believe SKG may have started that shit, and SKG wasn't
well,
there.
You know that's the storyline into the trucking industry. You went from chauffeur.
No. I was already in the trucking industry.
Okay, well,
Suge didn't come home till 02.
Yeah,
my trucking game started in '99. By the time Suge came home, I had a fleet. I had BMW, Porsche, Audi, Volkswagen, and Range Rover contracts through Wagon and Truckers. I was already doing. Sugar tell me, man, park that truck.
Dude, Sam, you can do something with that right there.
Give me $500,000 up front, because I was doing like $250,000 a truck back then.
Who told on Teresa Swan? Could we put that in the chat? Who told on Teresa Swan? Who told on her?
I give you 12 hard months. If don't nothing come with it, I go back to what I'm doing. But I'm thinking $500,000, that's 2 years of work. Up front, I get a nigga 12 months for a 2-year hit. This is when I realized Suge was going broke. This when I seen it, right? And then when I really see it is when he started.
Blessings, my guy. Blessings.
For, you know what I'm saying? Then Death Row, Reggie left. That's when I realized the buildings was in Reggie's name. If Reggie wouldn't have been a part of that, that shit would have shut down while he was in there. And then Lydia, I believe, won in about 03, 04. They took the name. That's when it became The Row. By the Big U never saw Death Row as it was. So when he talking about he saw Suge with all his money, that's cap. Suge was already bankrupt, on his way. The building hadn't been paid for in 6-7 months. He was squatting. By 2007, Suge was flat broke. He was sleeping on the couch in the Devil Lanes, the homie G Down and Mondoose, sleeping on their couch in the gutter. It's a fact.
Yeah, shout out to them niggas. I used to see them niggas give away Christmas trees and shit.
Y'all don't remember, bro. Think about it. See, if y'all really think about it, y'all be caught up in the nigga name and what he did prior to. Think about it. What type of music mogul is catching a case for beating a prostitute on the Las Vegas Strip? If y'all think
that's
about
a fact, dude.
That ain't no motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I
Charleston was lining his ass
when
up.
Suge went to jail, what kind of car he was driving? A pickup truck. Niggas is so caught up in what it used to be, they blinded what's right in front of them. I'm gonna ask you a question that you should have been trolling, but you never thought about. Why is Suge really in the penitentiary right now?
For killing what's up, Bobby Louis brother, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Bobby Louis brother. He ran over.
He ran over a nigga.
But this real reason was he was scared to fight Bone. Bone wanted to fade. He fired on him through the window. Bam, bam, get out, nigga, get out. Instead of Suge.
For the record, Aaron the plumber said he wanted to fade with you for threatening his mom and his family, and you wouldn't give him that fade. What's the other brother, man? Jay Diggs allegedly wanted a fade, and you've been ducking and dodging. Deuce M's wanted a fade, and you've been ducking him. So what are we talking about here? And it's, look, I believe everything that Suge said that happened in the chain of events at that burger stand. There was a hit out on him, and they was gonna execute it. He did what he had to do to get the fuck up out of there. Suge walked them pathways every single day. He was out and about. Nobody really walked up a press bit Suge like that towards the end. They did. But Suge was never tucked away safe and sound. Suge was out and about. You not. You're not. The last time you were, I think it was the smack heard round the world. Bye.
Threw the truck in reverse, threw it in drive, threw Bone off, bagged over him, ran over his leg, and then tried to make a run for it. See, this is the world don't want to see it for what it. Suge Knight got 28 years and killed his homie because he was scared to squabble Bone. Whoa. Think about what I'm telling you. All Bone wanted was a squabble. Wasn't no gun there. Bone had a walkie-talkie.
How you know?
It was a squabble. Why? Because you just went to Bone's place of business when they was filming Straight Outta Compton and called him a bitch and a hoe and told him he was only acting this way because the police was there. So Bone left the east side, went to the west side, called him and took off on him through the window and said, get out, let's get out. So if Suge would have put it in park, opened the door and squabbled, Terry Carter still be alive, he would have never caught the murder in the pickup truck.
Now, we seen towards the end of Suge's career, right, there was some moments that he had where he ended up getting into a lot of situations, a lot of fights.
Well, niggas bagged up from me. Yeah. The homies got away from me. I told him straight up, I said, look, because this is what he'll do. you are calling me like, y'all need to get that meeting with that dude, right? And what he'll do, he'll be like, yeah, y'all, we're gonna meet him tomorrow. Meet me in Hollywood, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. You meet him over there at 7 o'clock, he go to driving around next year, 9, 10 o'clock. Oh, we gonna meet him over here. So he telling everybody he gonna do these meetings just to get a crowd with him, and we figured it out. So I said, nigga, ain't no more evening night meetings. And nigga gotta be between 12 and 5. We look up, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, we at a club, this nigga that went through the back door, he gone. So once we figured it out, everybody bagged up from him. And everybody bagged up from him, wasn't nobody no longer around him. That's when you saw the barber knock him out.
Yeah.
Greg the barber.
So those situations continuously happen for him, right? But there was situations with you that are on the internet. They're saying that Big U, Tiny Draws caught you lacking. And
you know what's crazy? Everywhere they say something happened with me is 9,000 cameras and they ain't never got it. Nigga, if Wack walking through the game, Blueface, we coming through rolling loud. You know, what all the cameras doing?
Yeah, facts recorded.
They on, right? Now, this is the crazy part about this shit.
Now when you working, nigga. See, when everybody in the inner circle, they know you working. That's why you don't see no footage. And you know what? I'm disappointed in the Danza project on this segment of the interview. Because y'all know all the talking points. But y'all not talking. Maybe it's because niggas know you the feds. Maybe it's because real street niggas don't record shit like that and put that and incriminate theyself. And Wack knows it. This the shit that annoys me though when it comes to these type of interviews. Cause that's why. But y'all let him spin and spin and spin without challenging him. And it's common sense. These niggas ain't about to record that and put that out and incriminate themselves when they know they dealing with a real 137 source. Are you crazy? Please.
Rick Rock spoke on the No Junker segment because he was acting security for game that night.
This shit crazy.
Hey, bro, if I catch a nosebleed, I fart, I slip and fall on accident. Niggas got that on camera.
Why you jumped off the stage with Yeezy?
This when I realized the hate was real. You got a nigga that swing at a nigga, right? He don't connect. We moving because we late. But by the time I took like 2 steps after the swung, it dawned on me, like this nigga just swinging me.
Really just did it.
So when I turned, the nigga took off running. This when I know the hate is real. He runs. Nobody ever says, oh, you let Wack swing on this nigga and run. What they gonna say? I'm a bitch ass nigga.
He trying to sneak.
Right? He swings and runs, so when I run to the direction, all the Samoan security, I'm like, bro, watch out, I know he back there. I said the nigga swung, he tried to, I mean, when you dope feed a nigga, try to dope feed a nigga like you trying to knock him out. Said the nigga tried to knock me out.
I gotta come get you, yeah.
So I see his homie. I'm so mad his homie came up there with us, the homie Milk, which I was wrong for. Milk came up there with us. He from Gray Street. I see his homie and turn the wrath on him, right?
He gonna come out somehow.
Yeah, but Milk ain't had nothing to do with it. But this nigga then ran over there, hopped the gate, and ran down Figueroa, right?
Yeah, I think they got a video of me and you supposed to getting into it at a Michael Jordan event or something.
That ain't no me and you, that's me and Mike.
Yeah.
Mike security, right? So that's what I'm saying. They have makeup. Charleston White, that was like 2013.
Yeah, and I said, nigga, I was, man, I don't even.
Yeah, so, you know, when it comes to me, it's like, they create some shit.
That's interesting.
It don't take a rocket scientist
to know that you orchestrated the whole thing. You're right.
Wiretap. You my homie, I'm talking to you, right? And I know I've been saying.
Yeah, we know you orchestrated it,
This
nigga.
nigga is on. And you catch the nigga by himself and you 20 deep. You can't get on the phone with your homeboy and say, I ran into him.
Me too, Lenny. I wish they mentioned that slap.
Do that. But if you read the paperwork said we was 20 deep. Wack jumped out.
Hey, that's a real good point too. Big Band Dan. That's another point. Because I didn't even think about that. See, this is Danza, brother. Salute to Danza Project, bro. I understand your laid back demeanor. I get all that. But we got to have some type of integrity in structure in these interviews. Especially when you saying one thing on one platform, then you say a different thing on another. Like Big Ben Dan said on another interview, he said he ate that punch. Now you saying it didn't connect. It was wind. So which one is it? And you can't tell me that Danza ain't heard all the scenarios when it came to that, or the people around him don't know the facts of that. But y'all just let this nigga sit up here and lie like this. It's crazy.
Car. This is what he said. Wack jumped out his car.
Walter Parsons, salute my guy.
Okay, Wack been calling you a snitch for 2 years because of the grid program. It's 20 of y'all. You ain't no fool. What's the only thing gonna make 20 gang members in LA stand like statues?
You telling?
Being presence of the feds.
Gonna make 20 gang members.
I heard what Wack did. It wasn't a pistol. He held. This is what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. Dude Sims might know because he closer to the situation than I am. When they cornered him, at the Novo, where the slap heard round the world, where Wack was so paranoid that he couldn't walk back the way he came in. That he had. If he can't protect Yeezy, who can? He was Yeezy's security, but couldn't protect Yeezy. Yeezy was protecting him, obviously. So they jumped off the stage or whatever. But when they got to the parking structure, it was alleged that he had a thing on him. But what I was told was Wack had his badge, and he held that bitch up real high. And allegedly whoever was under the parking stall about to do something to him, they knew they had to stand down because he showed his federal badge and let them know, like, and then he showed them the wire, like, look, y'all might not want to do this. You see the wire on me, you might not want to make another move. And then that's how everything got dispersed while screaming at the lady to lift the thing up for him to go. He showed his badge and wire. That's what I was told, but I could be wrong.
Stand like statues. Listen to me, right? He says it. It's a reason why he didn't move. I just simply told him what I told him. See, it's like this with me. When the odds is against you, you got to target your man. When you tell her, listen, if Charleston White with 20 niggas and they catch me, right, and I jump out of the car and I tell Charleston, I don't care what happened to me, but I'm going to get you first. And he see that something there that he can get got with. He see that this motherfucker is already ready. Charleston going to do what Big U did. Don't move cuz it kill me.
Take heed.
I told him, I don't give a fuck what happened. You going first. Right? But he on the phone with his homie, so he gotta say he was begging for his life. Nigga, any nigga been calling you a snitch 2 years, begging for your life make you go get him even more. The more pussy a nigga act, the more they gonna whoop him. Ain't begging for a nigga life ain't gonna stop a nigga from coming to get you. I've been looking for you.
Not after this real pressure.
Like, so you know, sometimes you gotta do the math and understand what a nigga's on his phone just bullshitting and creating a reason on why you didn't. I can tell you this, he didn't go home that night. I guarantee you he didn't go home between the hours of 1 a.m. and 9 a.m. That's a fact.
And I forgot, and the other word on the street was, he held his shirt, he pulled the top of his shirt down with the wire and was saying, no, Eugene, no, Draws. I don't want the problem, Draws. Not right here, my family. And he had the shirt down with the wire showing when he kept saying all the Big U's name. He even says a couple of names, nigga, that we didn't even know Big U had. But yeah, that's what I heard. But don't quote me on that.
Ask yourself why you didn't go home. I know for a fact he didn't go home. Right? You know why? He know me. You been running, this nigga Dewberry, you know this nigga, right? You know to what extent he'd go to, and you didn't let him get away. And you know he know everything about where you at. Right? Sometimes you
danger.
You get what I'm saying? So you know at the end of the day, I mean, shout out to him. We all reading his paperwork. He obviously wasn't, I'm 26,000 pages of wiretaps and 46,000 of evidence, and you knew your phone was hot since 2021, but yet you stayed on your phone and called all your homies and included to pull them into this type of shit. The New Jersey paperwork that...
Did you ever expect this from him?
I never knew this side of him. So...
You knew him for a long time, right?
But you got to remember, he came out of prison. So our thing was to build him into the rap game and the real estate game. This shit that I'm reading from talking to his homies from back then, when I backed away from him and doors started closing on him over there, he went back to his old ways of what he did in the 80s and the early 90s. Like
right after the pandemic, homie, y'all was positioning yourselves like to be a new mogul, entertainment mogul type entryway for artists for the West Coast and further on. So yeah.
But he listen, when I went and did the deal with Cash Money for the Cash Money West thing, and I signed Blueface, Schoolyard is the enemy of 6-0. And when he called me talking about, damn, I got artists over here, but you signed my enemies. I said, hey nigga, did you forget? When you came home, we helped you. When the fuck you become the dictator of our business and how we do our business? You came home and beat your son half to death, and the power rules had to build. See, I know everything. We had to come get you out. When your house went into foreclosure, nigga, we had to save you. How the fuck you gonna tell me, nigga, who I'm signing and not? That's part of your problem, is you didn't want to sign nobody unless they was from your neighborhood. Now, if I was like that, saying if you ain't a power rule, I ain't gonna sign you, it's a whole lot of business I would have missed out on. So at that point, I said, look, bro, this is what we gonna do. We gonna bag up, because Suge had already been on me. Suge had already said, fuck Big U. Man, fuck that nigga. That was a mistake, me bringing that nigga around. Leave that nigga where he at. I was just being a brother to him. But once I seen that, and then people around him started talking to me when I ran into him, I started saying, whoever feed the people, lead the people. So if these niggas is running around you starving, I happen to pull up one day at a gas station. Damn, nigga, what's up? What you doing sitting here? Man, I'm waiting for the nigga Big U to pull up, man, and bring me some money for gas. What you mean bring some money for gas? Nigga, hold up, and I fill up his tank and go in my pocket and get a nigga a few hundred. My nigga, what you doing? Get up out of here. Guess what happens with that same individual when he hears something that he think I need to know? So it was 4, 5 people around him. And 600 know this because when I tell 600 the shit I do, because 600 was around him after I kind of left, got away from him. When I tell him the shit I know, he like, damn, Wack, you knew all. Yeah, because they telling me.
That's what make the Fed so powerful. They gather information. They don't want ass. They don't want money. They want information to ask. So that's what make him so sharp, homie. Yeah. And he lie on your motherfucking ass too, just to rattle your case.
Who?
You, nigga.
When?
Yeah, you lying talking about I was fucking some preacher taking church house, nigga.
You talking about the preacher of Dallas?
That nigga Bishop Eli be on Real Life Street. Boy, that nigga mad the motherfuckers you said it. That nigga mad, that little short nigga mad. Say, boy, that nigga swear by God. Boy.
So wait, hold on, Charleston. I'm gonna make you tell the truth. So, let's keep it real. I studied him. You know what he don't do it that bad no more. When he start talking real fast, if you could slip the questions in there, he'll answer it wrong without realizing he answering it. So I got the nigga going on Clubhouse. He talking real fast. So I say, yeah, you still go to that church? They told me to start going to this church, right? He said, yeah, nigga. But woo. I said, yeah, you talk about the preacher that did all the time in the penitentiary? Yeah. Nigga did 30 years, nigga. So what, nigga? Woo. I said, yeah, y'all still fucking? And I hit him with it, and he didn't respond. And when he didn't respond, I left the app.
What can add a sparkle into your life?
Bruh.
A young Asian lady who inspires you with a very...
And that's where it ended.
Clubhouse,
yeah, that nigga Bishop Eli, I heard that said, man, I'm gonna get that nigga, man.
Well, hold on. I didn't say it. Charleston never said it was a lie.
I said, man, this bitch ass nigga throw this shit out here.
You not even stop
I ain't
on
wanna
that.
argue no more, man. This bitch ass nigga, man.
You brought your ass in my jungle fucking with me. Did you not?
Yeah, I ain't know nothing about that shit. I ain't know nothing about Clubhouse. I done let these niggas trick me and wire me up, and I want this your ass too. So they done treat. I ain't know this is playing field.
And then he logged out.
Man,
so
they
now
can
who
mute
gonna
you,
argue
man.
with?
Hey, listen, let me tell you what I did to it. One day he up there talking crazy, right? I said, I'm gonna pull his whole account up in about 10 seconds. I did a countdown.
The money in the kitty is hilarious.
I ain't been back yet. That one made me cool.
The money in the kitty.
Shit, man, these white people, he the only one making money over here. They taking my clips, put them on YouTube channels, monetizing.
Guess who was taking his clip?
They were eating off my ass.
My BDT.
Oh, they were eating off my ass.
Shout out to Clubhouse, TV Clubhouse.
Nigga, once I snapped, I said, oh, man, they eating.
No Ray Gibbs TV? Oh my God, I know Ray Gibbs is kicking shit over. Ain't he the one that got chastised not too long ago? Or am I tripping? Was that not Ray Gibbs? Wasn't it the little Seattle nigga that Wack chastised? Or was that Clubhouse TV? I know one of them niggas he just chastised, but he didn't give Ray Gibbs no shout out? That's crazy.
I look up, nigga, these motherfucking clips over here doing numbers.
Shout out to Ray Gibbs.
Oh, there it go.
Yeah, but see,
okay.
Everybody was like,
Ray Gibbs was upset for a second.
I'm bringing the fan in here. Hold on.
Look, that's the peasants talking.
I finna to go to my 5:30 appointment, so y'all.
Look, that's the peasants talking. Right?
Charles, I got the fuck up out of here.
Dealing with. This was a very touchy battle. Right? At that point in time when we both was, either one of us, it could either be a
Man, they don't
stalemate,
give a damn about none of that
one
shit.
of us could leave with the next motherfucker's pool.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah, he said it.
situation, I chose a stalemate. On some real shit.
Because you couldn't rock with it.
That's just me.
Y'all notice he didn't clear up the Fed allegation. Let's not overskate over that. Did y'all notice he did not address that? But Hocus 4/5 insinuates that there's somebody that is in everybody's paperwork. He never said Wack's name. Wack lies and said that people said that he was on the phone saying it to people on the phone. What? He confirmed it on the phone with other people. But that's on the phone. He didn't do it publicly. He said what he said publicly, but he didn't put a name on it. And you almost had an aneurysm. But this man says it right to your face on the Danza project where you know it's about to do numbers. You know this one about to do numbers. And you do nothing. You freeze. This motherfucker already at 372,000 views. 372,803 views 22 hours ago. Oh my God.
I ain't finna keep fucking with you, man. And you ain't saying nothing back. Nigga, I ain't finna keep
Nasty work.
I start running the narrative. This
Beautiful.
Man, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, nah, so nigga, I'm not finna leave a nigga alone. I'm finna
So I'm
go
gonna tell you, I did you a favor. Cause you
Of course.
was I said, nah, I ain't gonna do him like that because the nigga really ain't my enemy. Your people let your trademark lapse.
Yeah.
And I had it.
No. That nigga called and told me.
I called and told. I was gonna take his shit. I said, you know what? He ain't my enemy like that. So I called. Yeah, I fight different. I called and told him.
That's like punch you in the mouth and they give you an ice pack.
No,
like,
but
here
at
you go,
that
big
point,
dog.
I think he started to understand, like, okay. Because niggas was telling him I wanted to get him, I hate him, and all kind of shit.
Of course.
And we had talked on the phone a couple times.
Yeah, they just didn't know that.
Man, this is it. This is pretty much it.
Secretly bonding. Yeah. I just wasn't coming to the internet saying nothing about it.
Yeah, so.
Shit, don't tell him now.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
Oh, scandalous, don't get mad at me. He done gave me his blessings, but I'm going to play a video he just dropped.
No, you got a beautiful black sister.
That's why I had a dress in white for you today.
Why that man lying? I hope he talking about his actual wife. Like, cause we not gonna do that. We not gonna do that. No, I ain't seeing R&B ugly. I don't even get into all that. I ain't gonna get into all that. But I hope he talking about his actual wife, cause that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
That's just put on all white.
Yeah, I thought that nigga had a misleading.
And you know she from the South.
No, I ain't know that.
Hell yeah, she from motherfucking Greenville, Mississippi. Nigga.
Oh man, shout out to my people out there.
Hell yeah,
man.
them Southern women is different.
Yeah,
boy. I
yeah,
tell you
shout
that.
out, shout out to the
I'm
Jackson
cool
family
on
out
the
there.
I'm cool. Them Southern women, they service you a whole nother way.
Oh yeah, it's different.
Way different.
Well, fellas,
Go
I
get you a
enjoyed
New
this. We got to do this again. I got another 5:30 appointment.
All right.
So I probably got 5-10 minutes tops.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I had to bring a fan in here because there's the
Go ahead,
AC.
get
The
some
AC kicked out, and you know. But more than anything, what I like doing with everything I do is like being able to bring people together who I feel are polarizing figures. I know that you know a lot of the time these lists come out. Who's top 5 hip hop media, top 10 hip hop media. I don't feel like I'm a part of it because I don't care about hip hop media.
Yeah.
Right. I care about just doing dope shit in general and having dope conversations, which is a reason why you know the female that was here having a conversation.
Yeah,
with me,
you was taking it easy.
yeah, but not even taking it easy, just having a real conversation in her lane, right? I don't want to push people's boundaries.
So did she tell you what not to ask her?
No.
Oh, okay. You just
Honestly, we were doing an interview with Rolly Romero, and we got message, yo, she's around if you want to do the interview. So we were doing the interview when she came through. And that's the first time we actually did a back.
Well, this one thing I appreciate y'all for. Between you and Nate and Ross, y'all been the two main platforms who anybody y'all think I've had opposition with, y'all tried to get us to come together and sit down and see if we can hash it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate y'all for always trying to do that. Yeah,
and that's what I was going to ask. I start with you, Wack. You know, obviously there was a lot of differences on social media, on basically over the internet airwaves. But now that you met Charleston White, do you have a different...
No, you got to understand, like Charleston, just like when he came to Clubhouse in my neck of the woods, how I would mute on him. If I didn't fuck with him in no way, I would never say... I know when I say something back, he does this. Oh, yeah, nigga, I got this another 3 days.
Yeah.
So we know what we do. You get what I'm saying? He ain't never looked up and some niggas and tapped him on his shoulder talking about Wacks said keep his name out his mouth, right? So at the end of the day, I respect his craft because what he does is a factor in his lane. You like it or love it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to like.
Don't that sound so familiar when Wack was sitting right next to Big U on any one of them podcasts, but $1 million worth of game is the one that pops in my head. Don't that sound very reminiscent to what he was doing when he sat next to Big U and was showering him with praises, but the whole time that nigga was investigating him? Man, history repeats itself, y'all.
Like the nigga, but at the end of the day, you got to respect what he does. Now he done flipped it and the nigga running around doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Growth and development, evolving. I didn't want to stay stagnant. Just still arguing, going back and forward. The internet showed me that there's a comedy side to what I'm doing. I didn't know that. So had I not came to internet, I wouldn't know I could make people laugh. So the internet was saying, "Oh, nigga, you need to do stand-up comedy." And I found my
I should do that too.
So yeah,
killing it too.
I should get into comedy.
Happy birthday!
I already appreciate you, man.
I mean, but why'd you let Jay Prince stop you from doing that show?
No.
Or did he stop it? Did
he stopped it. So this what happened. Miss Pap, Parents Against Predators. She had this organization.
Yep, salute
Jay
to
Prince
everybody.
Has a halfway house that has predators in it. So, but they've served their time, but they're registered, but they're at this halfway house. So Miss Pap does a lot of work. So she invited me. The chief of police of Houston Police Department was going to be speaking there. Jay Prince made some calls, or they saw something. So the chief of police didn't want that because they perceive him to be what he is to the culture. So so they didn't want it. Miss Pap was mad. She was upset. She really wanted me to be at that organization because it wasn't about what me and him had, because he had nothing to do with it. It was about me to be able to come present. So now the Houston Police Department shut it down.
So you think he played a part in that?
Yeah.
No, this was crazy.
Hell yeah. Because
if you really playing gangster games, you let a nigga show up.
But he know he can't hurt me. He know he cannot, but he cannot let me come to his city after the things I have already said online, and then come to his city and let me be in his city, and he can't let me have that glory.
So you don't think he figured out about that studio that you got down there? He ain't found that yet.
Yeah, he know where it's at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he know where it's at.
I was wondering because I know where it's at.
Listen to this rat ass
Yeah,
nigga.
he know where it's at. Yeah, everybody know where it's at.
It's so subtle with it, dog. This shit crazy.
Yeah, everybody know where it's at.
Hey man, you know what? You do what light skinned niggas do. You run late.
What's
You
that?
think you special.
I had to be somewhere. I gotta
Yeah, you
support my
re-
godson. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
I gotta leave one place early to get to the next place
How
late.
old is your godson?
3.
Nigga don't know you, man. He don't know
Nah,
that.
nigga, you a rotten
That's why this shit matter. When he see them pictures and he know who I am, it's gonna be because of that. Even
God,
after this, I got a wedding after this.
Yeah, they told me you got to go to a wedding.
Non-stop, bro.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Yeah, tell them when they get a divorce, call us. We're going to come sit down and talk to them.
I'm gonna say Uncle Wack sent you a message. Uncle Wack got a message for you.
Yep, we gonna lock your ass up.
Cowboy on the platform. By the way, Charleston, whenever you got to go.
Cowboy.
Hold on,
What about
Nips
Cowboy?
Yeah, Nips Cowboy. He spoke about you, but we spoke to him, and he was saying that he's got this spot called Thunderdome, and he wants to invite you there for a squabble.
I bet he do. You know why? Because the little light he had going on, that motherfucker gone. Now tell Cowboy, I'm the same nigga you ran into right there downtown LA. When all the shit, a few days, remember I had him on Clubhouse fucking over him? 3 days after that, I run into him. And all he wanted to talk about is be helping him open a hot dog stand, right? But nigga, we could go in any dark alley. Let's do it in the dark alley first, and then let's see if we want to give you the clout. See, we know a nigga would take getting his ass whooped just to get his name on something. Charleston know any given day he could jump up and say, nigga, let's go. And we gonna run that play, we gonna run that play. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck I'm gonna give it to a nigga?
Well, if it's true what Aaron the plumber said earlier, then maybe you should have jumped up and ran that play. Because allegedly, there's a warrant out for Wacks arrest. I don't know how true that is. That's what Aaron the plumber said. But all he wanted was a fade. That's what he said.
You got to bring some value to it. It can't be us one nigga in the ring bringing the bag. Because at that point in time, I want to keep all the money. I can call Charles and say, we finna go on the 3-week run. Fuck you, you bitch ass nigga is on. And then we gonna fight, run the bag up, get in there and squabble and go home. So, you know, at the end of the day, you got to position yourself right. We ain't gonna just get you what we didn't earn.
Goddamn right, and I'm gone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can we see more from y'all in the future?
Yeah, we definitely. Matter of fact, put us on a blast so we can get that going.
Yeah, we are. We've been. It's been a few years we've been building, and we getting up.
It's been a few years. We've been building. We getting there. Are y'all there? Are y'all getting there, man? Salute to the Danza Project, man, for that interview. A lot of nuggets was dropped in that. Like I told Deuce earlier, and Deuce even agrees, man. Scandalous Los Angeles is going to have a field day with that content right there. I want to address something too. I want to play this. I just seen it. Scandalous Los Angeles dropped this about 30 minutes ago. And whenever he drops, I go right and watch it right away, man. Best channel on YouTube, hands down. Scandalous Los Angeles. Bruh. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Scandalous Los Angeles TV. Salute to Scandalous Los Angeles TV. If you haven't subscribed to that man's channel yet, you need to go over there ASAP. Best channel, hands down, on YouTube. He does excellent work. And every time he drops, even if it's something I didn't already watch already, it's so good. It's so fucking well put together and so good. I gotta watch it again and again and again. Salute to him. I'm gonna put a link to this video we about to review in the description of this video. I usually wait a long time before I react. Sometimes I don't react, man, because they gave him a hard time getting monetized, man. All he was doing was reporting the truth. And they kept hating on him and hating on him and hating on him to where he couldn't get monetized, or if he did, they would take his channel. So he's just now getting back into the swing of things. And by the way, you didn't hit me up. I would have showed you how to maximize your monetization over there, bro. But somebody in the camp over there will can help you too with that. But you definitely need to take advantage of that, because you're not. You need to maximize your earning potential because it's worth it. You do a lot of work, a lot of detailed work in what you do, and you need to be compensated for it to the max. So if it's not me helping you, just there's YouTube channels out there that'll help you with that too. But I think you need to do that ASAP because you're leaving a lot of money on the table. But nevertheless, when he drops them, and I clicks on his videos right away, and I just seen that this dropped a little bit over an hour ago. So I'm gonna review it. I was gonna get off and review it, but I think we can just all review it together because we're having such a great time here. But salute to Scandalous Los Angeles TV for real for the content. Best channel on YouTube, hands down. I want to say this too before we get to this, man. Straight up, man. Do Sims, he did a live yesterday, I think it was, and rightfully so. He spoke on SBGB TV, right? Rightfully so. We calling out any phonies in this space who pretend to be something that, now look, I can't prove that he is working with Wack right now, but I can prove that he did work with Wack. I can prove that, right? That you did at one point in time work with Wack. So he responds to what I'm assuming is what Do Sims and even maybe Scandalous, because I think Scandalous put out a video with something in it. So he responds to it, and within his response, I don't know why, but he takes a jab at me, right? And it seemed like he might be deflating us or something. Like, you know, yeah, we all rock with each other, but everybody's their own separate entity, right? What they do is what they do. I support them heavily. What I do is what I do, and they support me when I'm doing my thing. But everybody's their own entity, but we all one family up under this YouTube. At least that's how I look at it. We up under this YouTube umbrella. I got nothing but tremendous respect for those brothers and what they do over there. So I show them that same respect and love and appreciation. That's just who I am. I don't expect nobody to be me. Be you. I'm going to do me. Don't worry about me. You just worry about you. But for some reason, he likes to tie us all in when he does his little rants and shit talking that he does over there on this channel. Look, SBGB TV, because I'm pretty sure one of your people that's probably watching this is going to send this to you. Let me just say this to you, bro. You can leave all that fake ass outrage, tough talk shit you be doing, bro. Leave that shit. Leave that shit for when you trying to convince yourself in the mirror that you that nigga. Cause that shit falls on deaf ears over here, bro. Straight up. That ain't even my character, man. You know? But I've always said I don't have no problem with nobody. I ain't looking for no problem. But if you say you want a problem, I say no problem. You know? Do you, man. Do your thing, man. I ain't tripping. But if you ain't hearing me say nothing about you, then you don't need to say nothing about me. I'm going to stand on what I've been standing on this entire time. And you have never been able to debunk any of it. You lied. Where you said you got, if it wasn't a big deal, just hear me on this. If it wasn't a big deal, where you got that audio from with the Dale conversation, if it wasn't a big deal, why you just didn't say where you got that audio from the jump? You didn't, because you've been over there misleading them people. You've been telling them people you don't rock with Wack. You don't want no affiliation with Wack. The only time you going to have any dealings with him is when you go live. But yet, behind the scenes, he's been sending you content. That's a fact. You can sit here and muddy it however you want to. You can spin that bullshit however you want to, my guy. But see, we're not on here to be sitting here playing in people's face like you. See, it's okay for you. It ain't okay for me. And it ain't okay with me. You've been sitting there lying to them people. You deal with him behind the scenes. That's how you got the audio. And then you lied about where you got it. Twice. You said you got it from off Loose Cannon page, which that audio was edited. Then you figured out in that moment that Wack threw you under the bus. Because Wack is probably the one who told you that audio. Tell him you got it from over there, bro. Just tell him he lined your ass up. Don't be mad at me. And don't be mad at IBM Hoodlum. And don't be mad at Deuce Sims and Yael. Because they just pointing out the obvious, my guy. He lied to you, not us. He threw you under the bus. Then you double back and say you got it from Jay Reed, the petty guy. You talking about the petty guy. And then y'all got the nerve to be over there talking about justice for him. When he's in on the play, and you know it. You know he was in on it. You knew it the whole time. Who really playing in the people's face? Us or you? You mean to tell me you ain't know he was in on that whole little play? Fuck out of here. You been knew it. And nevertheless, that dude ain't to be celebrated like that. And you know it. But then you lie and say you got it from him. 2 lies. Why you lying? If you ain't got nothing to hide, you ain't working with the guy, it ain't nothing like that, then why in the fuck are you lying? Tell your people to answer that. Don't let them dance around that. We need answers on that. Straight up. I'm tired of playing with this shit. You lied twice. If it was no issue, if it was a big misunderstanding, then why you ain't cleaned it up for the people? Cause you know it wasn't. You was getting content from that nigga. Cause he said he couldn't beat you. I'll feed you content. You ain't telling them people that you getting content from them. That means you're compromised. Wack can't send me no content to run. I don't care how many numbers it may get. He can't send Deuce Sims no content to run. He can't send Scandalous Los Angeles TV no motherfucking content to run. Ain't gonna happen. And it ain't got nothing to do with him being able to run circles around us. And with that being said, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. And I keep saying it. So he goes to you because of your wits? Because you're a challenge? Okay, cool. That's what them people really want to believe? So be it. I don't even give a fuck. Just leave me out of it from this point forward, bro. Because you capping. Are you still fucking with him? I don't know. I don't care. I don't even care no more. Do you? Them people gonna find out sooner enough. But stop lying. You lied about where you got that audio from because you know you got it directly from him. Just like you got the Reggie Wright content about who the gay content. You got that from him too. And you're lying. You owe the people an explanation. You don't mean nothing. Because I know what the score is. Even if you didn't intentionally compromise yourself. The moment that you took that content from him, you was compromised. Let's get to Scandalous Los Angeles TV. Let's go.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Looks like Lucy Coochie Cannon isn't taking Rodze, exposing him too lightly.
Yeah, Allie, it's not just about high, my blood pressure and nothing being high like that, bro. Some niggas that be on here woofing it, I wish I can be in their presence so they can woof it. You know, niggas be on here woofing. They be talking a whole lot of shit. They be talking real reckless from their neck, but they don't have no intentions on ever being in the nigga presence. That's the facts. So they sit on this internet nice and safe and tucked away. That shit annoys me. You know, it's one thing, ride for your channel, ride for your innocence. That's cool, do you. I ain't got no problem with that. But when you get to talking shit though, like you would do that in a nigga presence, that's what annoys me. And I know he would never do it.
Rozay, will you tell us the truth about Luce, please? Is he really from 6-0?
Hell no, he not from 60s. I guess Lucy feels like he can't strike back at Rodze, so he decided to take it out on the Crip Cop instead. In this video, you're gonna hear audio of Lieutenant Love's Boys speaking to D.O. from 60s. Loose Cannon acted like he was releasing this audio to paint Big U in a negative light. But in all actuality, Lucy put this audio out to make Love's Boys look like an Oscar Mayer weenie again.
Can't do it. Say what you're saying. Of course. Answer my question. Yes or no? It's a yes no question.
Sure. That brother defected. That's hilarious. That brother defected.
It's only one person who's responsible for my rap. No, wait, hold on. Let me respond to that. Dio knows everything. You gotta act Dio politically correct. Because these dudes talk to me right. Yeah, 600. Yeah. So if you know listen, right? And you call him out, right? Yeah. And he called him out, right? Yeah. All right, so how I was raised, right? When you call somebody out, you don't. Hey, bro. I'm not the person. You mean tell me every big homie we got bust? That's what you saying?
Love's Boys is looking for any way out of having to confront the situation that he brought to the internet. He went online and told everybody that Big U told on Eddie Boy. Now his homie is pressing him, telling him to go handle his candle, and you can see that Love's Boys is having no part of it.
What do you say? You mean every big homie we got is a buster, right? No, what I said was, I asked you a question. I said, growing up from the 60s, knowing what I learned, when you call somebody out from 60s, right? Are you with me? If you call somebody out, if you call them a buster, you call them a thief, whatever you do, right? Bro, it's automatic. No, it's not. That's everybody's responsibility. What the f*** are you talking about, bro?
Delusion of Christopher Love's Boys will never end. Love's Boys has went online for the last year and called Big U every name under the sun, knowing that his entire family's watching. He's called him busters, snitches, rats, and informants. He's even accused him of picking up trannies in Mexico. Love's Boys has said all these things online for the world to hear, and when D.O. tells him that if you call somebody out from the hood, you gotta go see him, Love's Boys responds by saying, no, he doesn't. It's everybody's responsibility. So according to Love's Boys, everybody from 60s is responsible for the lies he tells online. Delusional.
Okay. Bro, I'm trying to tell you what I'm talking about, but you can't take me off. It's not one it's not only one person who thinks this person's a rat, bro.
Love's Boys keep saying all the homies know this and that, but he doesn't seem to understand that he's the only one going online saying these things. He really thinks that everybody is supposed to move when he speaks. The crazy part is, at the same time Love's Boys is going out of his way to make the world believe that Big U told on Eddie Boy, Lucy Coochie, and the Porky Porch Monkey CS2 back, bring Eddie Boy on Clubhouse, and prove that Big U didn't tell on him at all.
When I was in the pen, bro, I let the brothers in the section, brother, know about the paperwork, bro.
Wack, you ain't here, right? So Wack, tell me this. If Big U did 14 years and Eddie Boy did 17 years, and Eddie Boy had a prison prior, would that make sense? And they went to trial and got convicted at the same time.
I have a prior thing, but shit, that ain't got nothing to do with whatever paperwork he say, whatever statements in the game. Eddie Boy said they gave a statement. I mean, we ain't seen the work yet. Eddie Boy said gave a statement. I mean, we ain't seen the work yet.
What the hell does Porky mean when he says they haven't seen the paperwork yet? Him and Love's Boys have been parading around the internet for the longest now, saying Big U told on Eddie Boy, and that they had the paperwork.
Big U's paperwork is out. It's out again for the third time. Paperwork, Big U's a rat, snitch, whatever you want to call him, he's all bad. He made statements. You know, this statement is a statement, actual statement that got Eddie Boy charged with conspiracy. Eddie Boy got 32 years. His work been out. This work been out 30 years ago. Eddie Boy put the work out. Eddie Boy went to the law library, made 100 copies of this paperwork, and sent it out to everybody he can mention. They ignored it then. I brought this paperwork out.
Okay. You guys in YouTube land, in the YouTube streets, you're looking at the AKAs of one Eddie Wagner, AKA Eddie Boy, and then you're looking at the AKA of Eugene Henley, who was Big U, which is David Austin. Little more, bam. Okay, comment on Austin's silence after receiving the Miranda warning.
Porky went live and said he had the paperwork on Big U, just to turn around and now say, "We haven't seen the paperwork yet." The reason he is saying that is because Porky has known this whole time that the documents that Loves Boys has been providing this whole time is from Big U's appeal. It's not the paperwork from the case. This shows you that Porky has been helping Loves Boys paint this narrative, knowing it was a lie the entire time.
Okay, Eddie Boy said that. Don't you know? You know, if somebody's snitching and somebody telling on you, right? Wouldn't you go to? You wouldn't go to trial. You wouldn't be on the same case. You wouldn't be on the same yard as the person that snitched on you, right?
Nah, somebody gonna be a keep away.
So Eddie Boy explained.
Somebody be a K1. I don't know. Y'all, they on the same yard?
They was on the same yard.
I don't know their history. I was in Hawaii when Eddie Boy just admitted they was on the same yard.
Same yard in Calipatria. Like I told you, brothers, man, when I first got the paperwork, bro, the police report, I showed it to him. And he'll tell you this, brother. He'll say he didn't say that. You know what I'm saying?
So Eddie Boy just admitted that him and Big U were on the same yard in the pen, which proves that Big U did not tell on him. If Big U ratted on Eddie Boy, then they would have kept them separate from each other. So,
bingo.
Once again, you can see that the exposers are exposing their very own Crip cop. This has been Loves Boy's claim to fame for the last 9 months. You just witnessed Sweetie Lucy and his handler, Porky the Porch Monkey, clear Big U's name and destroy Loves Boy's credibility at the exact same time. This is how you know the exposers are slowly destroying Loves Boys, and he's too stupid to see it.
It's not only one person who I hear what you're saying, but let me tell you, you're talking about in jail. Oh, in jail? We're not in jail, bro. They said in jail, y'all would have been figured it out. No. No, because there's no internet. You can't go nowhere. Let me tell you why they said. Let me tell you why they said. Yo, let me out. They say y'all would have figured out because everybody's on one program. All act like y'all can't read no paperwork. Right. Listen. I'm not. It's only two. First of all, listen. I can't even respect you saying he's a rat because you ain't slid up on him. It don't matter what the paperwork stands for itself. I'm in Italy. It don't matter what. So are you from 60s or are you a reporter? Bro, the paperwork. Are you a reporter? Or are you from 60s? Because right now, are you saying, oh, it's a report. It's like a reporter. Are you April? Bro, you know where I'm from. We ain't got to talk about that. No, we already talk about it, bro. Whether I read the paperwork or not. Documentation overrules conversation any day. Hey, this was Ross said. He said, wherever you want to meet, bro. Hey, listen. I just talked to Ross. He said he's lying to you. He said 600. He said you want to make a pay-per-view or you want to fade. Hey. He said I don't give a. He said he gonna He said he gonna. There it is right now. He said he gonna do down. That bitch that. I called that nigga straight, nigga. I'm a minion, nigga, because you look at a rat. Yeah, because you're a rat. No, bro. You ain't with the set. Nigga, you ain't pull up. Man, I'm not with nobody. No, right? Exactly. So go be for 40. I ain't got to be for no. I'm from where I'm from. Don't be for nothing, bro. Well, you operating out from 60s. That's not 60 work.
Hey, listen, no. Our 60 work is hanging out rats and sex offenders.
So Eddie Boy just admitted that him and Big U were on the same yard in the pen, which proves that Big U did not tell on him. If Big U ratted on Eddie Boy, then they would have kept them separate from each other. So once again, you can see that the exposers are exposing their very own Crip cop. This has been Love's Boy's claim to fame for the last 9 months. You just witnessed Sweetie Lucy and his handler, Porky the Porch Monkey, clear Big U's name and destroy Love's Boy's credibility at the exact same time.
Well, then don't hang out with us, cuz. Don't hang out with the police. I want to think
I don't know if that's some fuckers or not. If we let you say, well, don't kick it with it. Don't kick it with it. Listen, I kick it with who I want to kick it with.
With the police. Exactly, with the police. You're right, with the police.
Nah, nigga, you don't see me rap for 6 minutes.
Bro, you know, already said
I'll be with all through the city, bro. Yeah, ain't no rap, no sex offender with me.
What street was that?
Bloods, Diamonds, nigga, whoever. Power
what street was that? Me and Keita just left the house. Me and Keita like, where you gonna pull up? Bro, I don't got no phone with you. We ain't gonna pull up.
Keita got my number.
Can I get a hug? Hey, can I get a hug? Can I see you?
Bro,
I ain't see you. Can I get a hug? Can you pull up? Can I get a hug?
We straight.
Can I get a hug? Can you pull up? I don't got no phone with you. Can I get a hug? I ain't see you.
He's trying to, cuz is not telling you. If he's telling you come and get a hug, he's talking about he wants to get a face.
You guys hear Lucy? He acts like Love's Boys doesn't understand what's being implied. And for all of this, the good old Crip cop is gonna run right back over there to the Porky Porch Monkey and act like none of this happened.
No, listen what I'm saying. Dio, we straight, cuz, you know, but it's just so many rats and rat lovers over there, bro. I ain't on hood.
No, but can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Me, Cheetah, Baby Ray, Scroogy. No, listen. Bro, we 40-something, bro. We the fronts. There's no more big homies. We the big homies, bro. So when niggas somebody call me, listen, when niggas somebody call somebody else, whoever you call, they call us and say, oh, we said, so what? You can't call and say nothing. We the fronts, bro. So at the end of the day, let me finish my statement, bro. Either you from the front or you not. But I'm saying like
bro,
this.
You know what I'm talking about.
600. Cuz said you call somebody and said, you call Ray Cat and Ray Cat, and you saw Ray Cat ain't pulling up because he's going to
that's not true. Listen. Call me when I'm an hour away from doing something. I'm taking care of some business. And say, what's up? I said, what's up? They said, how much want you
That nigga 600 is a real buster, bro.
Want you pull up?
He is a real buster, bro.
If you can't tell me why I'm pulling up, I'm not about to stop with the...
Talking about, bro, we talked to you for 10 minutes. We said, pull up. We don't like what you're talking about. It's me, Keita, right here. And then, no,
that's not what happened.
You got on the phone with me. You got on the phone with Keita.
You ain't call me.
No, Keita's really mad at me. Keita's like, this nigga just say he gonna pull up. And then say, oh, I ain't pulling up. I got it down.
Hey, bro, Keita got my number, bro. And that's not who called me, bro. I don't know why you saying you called me.
I called you, and Keita was standing right there, and I had Keita the phone. What are you talking about?
No, you didn't call me, bro. What are you talking about? What number you called?
Bro, I got the number from Jermaine. I said, Jermaine,
hey, bro, Push called me, bro.
No, he didn't.
I remember like it was yesterday.
No, he didn't. Bro, the reason why I called you... Can I tell you why? No, listen. This I remember like this yesterday. Because Rick Baby was on the internet and said something about, he said, he was talking about you. And he said, this Sunday never got down with D.O. And I said, don't put me... I called you. I said, tell Rick Baby. He said,
that wasn't the same day Push called me and told me to pull up, bro. I remember.
But first of all, I never told you to pull up. I told you to pull up.
You talking about 2 different days, deal.
What the day I told you to pull up to my house, I didn't say pull up to no alley. I said pull up to my home because I was going to talk to my boy.
And you're talking about a different day. You're talking about a different day. That's not the day we're talking about.
Whatever day, bro, you still ain't pulled up.
Okay, listen what I'm saying. Dio, we've been on each other for 20 years, right? Have you ever just called me and told me to pull up?
Have you ever been on the internet and act like a nut?
I'm just asking you a question. Have you ever just called me and told me to pull up?
I never had to. Because you ain't
Okay, so
doing
me and you don't. Okay,
You're
Dio.
doing some wild stuff.
Okay, Dio. Me and you don't be just hanging out like that. So why would I stop what I'm doing an hour away to just come pull up? I don't hang out over there.
Okay, bro.
There's no reason for me to pull
that
up.
sounds good, but if I say, bro, pull up, and you say, I'm going to pull up, why
No.
you $600?
No. You said
Lose. He said, bro, remember the conversation yesterday? He said, yeah, I did that. Now he's recanting right now.
no, because I'm talking about a different situation. I'm not talking about when you. Dio, let's be real. You only call me when you drunk.
Do you have Raycat's number?
Raycat didn't call me.
Do you have Raycat's number?
He got the same number for 20 years ago.
Call him right now and do it.
No, I'm not doing that, man. Listen.
No, let's ask what you ask.
You only call me.
Ask what you ask. Lose. Let's go, bro.
You only call me when you drunk, and it's a whole bunch of shit on.
Well, what's going on? I'm not drunk.
Hold on.
Bro.
You call me. I don't take it serious.
Call you, bro. I called you because Brick Baby said something on the internet, and I said,
I'm gonna fuck with Brick Baby talking about.
And you turned it. I wasn't drunk, bro.
Okay, Dio. So when you call me,
that's okay, Dio. I'm drunk.
Dio.
Bro, you got Dio.
Listen to me. Hear me out.
Come on, man. You 6'5", pounds, and you passing a hot potato.
Dio, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that.
That nigga said you weigh 500 pounds and you passing the potato.
Like 600, man.
Dio.
I may have added 200 pounds to that.
So when you call me about Brick Baby, and I know you only call me when you're drunk, I don't really take it serious and stop when I'm
Bro, I never call you. You just said I call you. I only call you. Man, make it your mind, bro. You just
talking out your ass.
Dio, you only call me when you're drunk and you just want to just
I
talk.
don't call you. I didn't even have your number. I had to get it from Jermaine. Bro,
because you don't be remembering.
He just said I don't call him.
When you drunk,
I said I only call him.
That's the only time you be calling me. So
hey, this ice cream is so good, yo.
Listen, bro, you can say whatever you want about me, bro.
Oh my
I ain't
God.
gonna call nobody out and gonna hide it in my hand.
Yup, the exposed. This is a throwback video. I thought it was a new video about because it said I sleep well knowing Luce is in jail, but it is perfect for this audio though. It makes sense now, but I remember this audio. Yup, and Luce Cannon definitely did line him up, but he also was lining up the nigga on the phone too. He was making because now that we know Luce Cannon for sure was wired for sound when he said. When the nigga said when he asked him for a hug, he really asked him for a fade. I kind of feel like that's now signaling to the feds. That's take mental note. That's what he means by that.
Right out behind my head. Hey, Dio, let me say something, bro. I'm in the same place every day. Dio, I'm in the
Savage Astro, what's up, boo?
And for the record, listen,
He's not gonna do nothing, Luce.
Dio,
he's not gonna pull up
for the
on
record.
draws. He's not going to handle his scandal. He's
Are you
not
going to let me talk?
do anything, man.
Okay, let me explain something to you, bro.
Stop calling this dude, man.
8-9 months
Throwback
ago.
Thursday in the building. We finally got one. We got one in.
Hold on. Call me. He said, hey, bro, where you at, cuz? Hold on. No.
That nigga say 601 acting kind of nervous.
Bro, where you at? I said, I'm right corner. What up?
Call that nigga 600, 601. That nigga no longer 600.
John said, hey, John, I said, bro, I'm 2 blocks away.
That nigga named 601.
I said, say no more. Cuz, get up there. Split tell Cuz, hey, bro, Cuz around the corner. What's up? You want to squabble, Cuz? John say, no, I don't want to fight. I want to fight whoever my age. Keep telling this nigga all this. Oh, yeah, Cuz, I'm gone. I'm cut busted.
Luce, he said 8 months ago, Luce. 8 months ago?
I was getting heat up. What are you talking about?
The last time you pressed 8 months ago.
I ain't pressed.
Luce,
Luce, you on the phone with a drunk. So then Chico called me. Why y'all don't do a
man, this man chip is fire.
I don't want to squabble cut buster.
Cut a buster.
No, I ain't agree with that nigga.
Buster.
I'm
Buster.
Bro, why y'all keep
He's a buster.
I don't hear that of you, bro. I don't hear
why y'all keep
calling niggas bitch ass niggas, but they not in their face though.
You like white girl food, cuz no.
You start talking about food and some other. We talking about your big homie's a buster.
Bro,
go tell him to his face.
You're a buster.
Yeah. Yeah, that part. You a buster, my nigga.
Did what? That's not my responsibility.
Well, now it ain't your responsibility.
My job is exposed to buster. He told on the home.
But you from 60s, though. That nigga said it's not his responsibility. But you claim and rolling 60s. Whenever there's a member from your fraternity, right, that need to be disciplined, that's everybody from that fraternity's responsibility. I thought. So now you ducking the taco? You don't want the smoke?
And you don't want to squabble. Know where the fuck I'm at. 18 months straight.
Selective politicking.
Since last week.
Yeah.
Look, I love you, Pop. Look, I told you. What I'm saying, nigga. Look,
no, but
are you living?
But we could get it out the way.
I'll get it back.
Cuz hung up the phone.
Bruh. Damn.
Hello?
That nigga saying Unc.
Is I guess with him.
That didn't age well. Cause Unc out here calling you a rat.
He wasn't about to, you know how it's gonna go.
Yeah, we know how it's gonna go.
We know.
You're shit. You know how it's gonna go.
Wack sound like he just got through playing with himself.
That's crazy.
Him and R&B.
Yeah, let's clear it all up. So now they trying to run. They're trying to run with the thing and says basically you never said nothing. And you keep that. So if Charles you told him, well, go handle your business. That's not him setting.
You got body. Oh my God. Nigga Wack snoring. That's pretty much it, man. Man. Interesting. Salute the Scandalous, man. Los Angeles TV for that content. Man, I've been live. It feels like I've been live for 6 hours. Yeah, he called that nigga Unc. That didn't age well. $600 still ain't pull up. Yeah, he did. He pulled up to that federal building just like a snitch. Just like a federal agent. But I ain't gonna lie. I think 600 might outsmarted all them niggas. Unless Wack got some dirt on him. Look like he may be the last man standing. But I guess Hamburger Chuck gonna carry the torch. Couldn't believe that nigga pulled up on my live like that. Worrying about what the fuck we do over here. Like, nigga, we don't even see you go live no more. You been so dissipated and destroyed from within. Lost all credibility. All credibility. You know what I'm saying? It's over for that guy. It's over for the, what is that shit called now? Fame or clout? Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. But that was good, man. This is a good live, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I enjoyed myself on this live, man. Yesterday was tough. Today a lot better. Feel a lot better. Still got an uphill mountain to climb. But it's okay. Life is life. When life, you got a life with it. You know what I'm talking about? But I haven't heard any other news about the warrant or any of that when it comes to Wack, you know. Yeah, Hamburger Chuck he got his channel taken. Yeah, just like his self-esteem. When that girl posted that nigga pictures cooking in the kitchen, man, listen, man. He tougher than me. Cause I wouldn't have never came back to that. I would have never came back to Clubhouse. Girl did me like that, looking like that. Yo, that shit was nasty work. That was nasty work. But yeah, man. He just pulled up on our chat, the troll. Cause I think Wack must have sent him over here, man. Maybe not. Maybe he went on a mission. Maybe he thought he was gonna troll and then we was gonna laugh and be friends or some shit. Nah, bro. I can't rock with you. You was a weird guy. I already assume that the feds is listening to me. So this ain't nothing new. And I don't do nothing illegal. I understand. I do understand. Y'all can create it. I get it. I know. I get it. But it ain't going to go like you think it's going to go. I guarantee you that. I'm not going to play with it. Yeah. I ain't going to stay. I stay with it, so I ain't got to play with it. Yeah. So do your big ones. But like I told him, you be careful what you say over here and stand on the media, because the messenger is held accountable for his words. Give a fuck about none of that. You think you gonna come over here and bring a message, relay a message, or any of that dumb shit, you will be held accountable. Take it back to the Spartan days, the way it should be. Fuck a messenger, boy. Send your king. If your king ain't coming, then we don't have nothing to talk about. Anywho, if you're new to my channel, man, you made it this far, man, I appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment in this video, please share the video, hit that notification bell, you will be notified when I drop the video. Nah, I appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment in this video, please share this video. Hit that notification bell, you will be notified when we drop these videos. Today was Throwback Thursday. We really didn't get to my throwbacks as straight no chaser, man. And I apologize for that a little bit, but I may do something this evening though. Actually, I think I am, Sherm. If you still on here, Sherm, we still gonna do it. I'll do it this evening though. We're around some straight no chaser content from back on the Clubhouse days, man, and run it up this evening, man. I ain't doing nothing this evening, so we still gonna do it. But I had to get to this, man. Then the Aaron the plumber came out, man. It was like, oh man, I gotta get on it. I got to do it. But I wanted to run that interview, man, from yesterday, because man, there was a lot of noogie nuggets in it, and I think Dude said that they gonna react to it today too. So this gonna be Danza Project, Wack and Charleston White content edition all day today, man. Wack is not liking this, and like I said, and I'm gonna leave y'all so y'all can go, because I know y'all been waiting to get the hell up out of here, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me the entire time. I swear to God I do. But I should have knew. Because on Clubhouse, there was no 100 ENT. Usually, nigga, every single room would be rotating the traffic to get to the reveal of that interview. You know what I'm saying? And they have PTRs made with him and Charleston on it, and they would have been big bragging about this interview, and it would have been like a movie premiere on Clubhouse if it went Wack's way, but it didn't. And Wack tried to downplay it. He I don't know how I didn't catch it, because when he said what he said, I was like, oh, it made me say, man, I don't even think I'm gonna watch it now. It don't even till I had to realize who said it. Like, oh, That lying ass nigga. No. I'ma still, I'ma talk like Charleston White. Yeah. I'ma watch that. Yeah. I'ma watch that for sure now. Yeah. And I was right. It didn't go Wack's way. Yeah. And I think old boy not being there, that could have been unintentional. I kind of think that it was though. I think they did Wack yesterday. I know that they did Wack. Pause. They did him. That shit was a line up for real. And they did it so smooth, so elegant. It was good content. I think both of them niggas are suckers to our community. One is more honest and upfront than the other. Pretty much what it is. I can't lie. Some of the stuff that Charleston White do say sometimes, I definitely agree with him. But a lot of that shit is too extreme. Counterproductive. It's a lot of that. But to each his own though. We all look at this beautiful world in different ways through different lenses. So that's as far as it goes for me. But what Wack has been doing for years now is that is man, like disgusting, diabolical. Like them words do not explain it, man. It's horrifying. There we go. I'll use that. It's horrifying to know and know at the level that he has been doing it in and with and who he has taken down and targeted and the support that he has had to do it and the feds, he's not doing all this research and shit on his own. They're feeding him the information that he needs to do his job. And man, horrifying that you can be doing everything right. Like I really believe Big U was doing everything right. I don't think Big U was out there breaking or committing no crimes. I do not think he was committing no crimes or anything. I think he was doing everything by the motherfucking book. And they was able to create and invent storylines that implements him in crimes and get other people to corroborate it and make it stick. And look where it got him at. But I definitely think he has a great chance of walking up out of here. There's the PPP loans and all that. I don't know nothing about none of that. But what I do know is Big U say, man, he did everything by the book. I mean, them right now, that's just accusations. The state can say whatever the hell they want to say. But what's in that black and white? What's on paper? What can they prove that he did illegal or was illegal or whatever the case? They have to prove that. And Big U to me, before he went in, sounded confident. He sounded confident when he was talking about, I ain't did nothing illegal when it came to them PPP loans. He sounded confident to me. So I ain't even worried about them. The extortion shit is going to be difficult. But I don't think it's impossible, because the truth of the matter is he was paying Dale for protection. Now you may say at the worst unethical, but was it against the law? If this was a verbal agreement against two adults, and you provided him a service, but at the end of the day he wasn't paying for said service, that's where it's going. I think it's going to get tricky in the case, and he may be able to skate through that. Could it be unethical? Maybe. But is it against the law if it's structured in the right manner, if it's done in the right way? Like, is it, you know what I mean? That's yet to be determined. We'll find out when court really get to going. When I touch down in Cali, all my people that's in Cali, Southern Cali, that do this, that be on here, man, tap in with your boy, man, because I plan on going to the courthouse. Because one thing I do not like and appreciate is the suckers who've been going and reporting. I don't appreciate that, because they going to spin narratives. You know, at least if I go and I can get a couple of others that I trust to go, then you know that we're going to give it to you raw. We're going to give it to you straight. We're not going to sugarcoat nothing. We're going to tell it like it is, straight down the middle. And I think that is very much needed. And I wish Deuce Sims was in Cali around the time I go, because I think he definitely would too. But I'm going to try to get with a couple people, and we're going to go to them court. We're going to go to them court proceedings every single time. We're going down there. We will be down there every fucking day. And we're going to report it the right way. Facts. Yeah, I'll be home soon. I'm going home. Yeah, I think I'm going home. You're making them nervous. For real. We making them nervous, Bucks? No, we ain't trying to do that. We ain't trying to make them nervous. No, we don't want to do that. No, we want to be one big happy family around here, you know. I don't want to make no one nervous. No. Man, them niggas are suckers. Fuck them all. And I mean it with passion. You know? With passion. I'm fully equipped and fully ready for anything to come my way. And if it don't turn out to be my day that day, it just wasn't my day that day. But my legacy and who I am will live on through my kids and my kids' kids. You know what I'm saying? We ready. And I ain't playing. And I ain't gonna play nobody game on here. You know, you wanna act the fool for content, nigga, you won. I concede. I don't want no issues with you there. Yeah, I don't want no problems with you there. You want to act a fool on social media and talk all crazy to a nigga and trick people into thinking that you that, you got it. I ain't gonna mess. I can't compete where I don't compare. I can't compete. But let's step into a ring or something. Just a little bit of street justice. Whole different ball game. Yeah, whole different ball game. I ain't playing. I ain't playing with nobody. It's about respect. It's all about respect for me. You ain't gotta like me. You ain't gotta agree with me. You ain't gotta do none of that, but you're gonna respect it. And if I see you align with any of these suckers in any old kind of way, then I just can't deal with you. I ain't gonna disrespect you or nothing. I'ma just not fuck with you. Yeah, I'm just not gonna fuck with you. And if you do some foul shit and it's in the vein of misleading these people, then it's my duty to step in and try to correct that as best as possible. That's simply what I'm about. I could have went viral and I've done that already, but I could have been doing that on a consistent basis. But I ain't. To me, that's selling my soul. When you do anything you can to do it, you sell your ass, you sell your soul. That's where that comes from. You know. So I'm gonna just keep striking until it catches on. If it never catches on, it never catches on. I can live with that. Here's what it is. But we up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Stand on the media, man. Salute to every one of my members in the chat. Every one of my mods, man. I appreciate y'all, family. You know I do. I got nothing but love for y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Be safe out here, man. Stay sucker free. Stay sucker free. That's all I can say. And then we'll tap in later on this evening for Throwback Thursday. Sponsored by my guy Sherm. Big Sherm, who did 2 terms and let the house burn. Yay. That's my guy right there. Let's go. Hey, Zell, you better be there, Zell. You better see you. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Real talk, man. Yeah, we try to be fair over here. Nothing but love over here, man. Genuine over here, man. Can't be no other way, man. Couldn't be no other way, man. I couldn't do it, man. So maybe I don't get all the subscribers like the other ones, but that's